This is Date Night Spooky Edition. In this edition of Date Night, we have a family-friendly, if a bit spooky, Halloween special. Tonight, I'm joined by my kids. Isaiah, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Colin Legallo, the Valley College Bard.
Okay. And Emmie, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Coco, the human girl druid.
All right. And Allie, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Sarah, a woodland elf.
All right. And I'll be the game mom tonight.
As always.
And I'm Will. All right. It's autumn on the island of Limoges. A number of years before the occurrences in Season 1, yet after the defense of Limoges by Akagi, the Destroyer. It's a war-torn land, but one that's been recovering pretty well. Sarah and Coco are kids from the little village of Brazelwood, a village known for its beautiful fabrics made of the wool of blorp beasts and the silk of special worms that live there. They also have a wonderful orchard of mulberries in that town. But we're not even in Brazelwood today, so what does it matter? We're nearby when a number of people from Brazelwood went to a struggling, once renowned theater nearby in the in the west of Brazelwood. Something run by an old but very beautiful woman named Marlaine. Now, the best part about this show is that it's a triple showing. The first showing is a play for the kids. It's a play called The Pumpkin Man. And the really cool thing about these shows is the actors are not people. Now, this might be a detriment to one Corin, the bard who had come to visit and maybe look for the ability to join one of these plays, but when he got here, he realized this was really a different sort of play. One done by automatons. You know what those are?
Yeah. No.
What are they, Corin?
They're clockwork robots.
Yes.
Clockwork, at least in this realm.
So it is done by like these metal creatures who are all of the actors in this play. And it's a spooky play, too, where all the little girls, like Coco and Sarah, scream when the Pumpkin Man comes out and shambles toward the little children robots on the stage.
Eek.
But quickly, the Pumpkin Man play is over. And the kids get bored, because the next play is a classic about Tormund Whitesleeves, the bard of ancient lore, and it's done in something called Middle Common, which is like regular common but with lots of these and thous. And there are things like, and thee shalt go wherest thou whost arest mostest. And there's a really long song about white sleeves are the sleeves that I'll wear anytime that I wear sleeves. And around that time, Corin the bard, very interested in the play. Coco and Sarah, not so much. They start playing with their dice on the table and making noise that they're not supposed to make and not paying attention to the story at all and bouncing in their chairs. And eventually, Mom and Dad say, go ahead, go off, get yourself a candied apple and talk to some of the other kids. We'll just be in this play for the next 6 hours. Okay? So the two of you go off to find a candy apple. And you're eating candy apples dipped in hard caramel. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
I don't eat candy.
You don't eat candy.
A D what?
I eat fruit.
It is fruit.
A D what? A D
I
what?
eat no candy on things.
So you just have a regular apple?
D-
Okay, you don't have to
A
roll.
D what?
A D20 and add your Constitution save. Plus what?
3 plus 3 equals 6. I got a 6.
All right. You take your first bite, and it's so good, but you look down at it, and your tooth is still in it.
Papa, look at my chair.
This has been the spooky thing where the tooth falls out. Okay, thank you for watching.
So your tooth falls out, and Coco, you notice she's about to take a bite of the apple and eat her own tooth because she doesn't see it. What do you do?
Say, there's a tooth in it!
Okay, she shouts at you and you notice that there is a tooth in your apple. And another kid just laughs. You hear him from behind you. He goes, babies, losing baby teeth.
How rude. How rude.
Right, Tom? And Tom looks at him and goes, yeah, babies, like that other baby over there. And he points at this kid who's a little bit younger than you, who's got 2 candy apples, but they're both covered in dirt. Like he's dropped them recently, and he's got snot coming out of his nose. And he sniffs it back up into his nose, and he goes, I'm not a baby. I didn't even scream at the pumpkin man. The other one goes, yeah, but you were crying at the pumpkin man when they was singing like, the pumpkin man makes the kids say, oh my gosh, when he takes his big old hammer and squishes them into squash. And
Pay attention, guys. This is serious more.
and the other kid, who has the dirty apples goes, that's not even how the song goes. You know how the song goes, right? And he looks over at you and he goes, let's sing it. The pumpkin man makes the kids say, oh my gourd, when he sneaks into their house and slashes them with his sword. And the other kids are like, that's the stupid Brazelwood version. That's not even the right song. We're from Silver's Blessing, the big city.
No, you're not. You were born here.
At the theater?
Yeah.
The kid with the snot in his nose just laughs at it. More snot comes out onto his apple.
And I
And he just wipes it on his shirt and takes a bite.
I decided to say that you are from a different place, and so are we, so we got our own version. So look on your own screen.
Yeah, we're from a different place. You're from a podunk village. The other kid, Tom, the fat bully kid from Silver's Blessing, goes over to the crying kid and yanks the apple away and chucks it into a big pile of metal nearby. And then the other kid starts crying. That was my last dirty apple. What do? Anything? Emmie's got her hand up. Now she's being like she's in school.
turn into a bird and start pecking the bully.
And while she
Okay.
Clawing him.
while she does that, I'm buying a new candy apple.
You're gonna get him a new candy apple?
Yeah.
So he's crying, and around the time you go and get him a new apple, the other 2 kids are just laughing at him until this bird comes over. Now roll a d20 and add your bird stuff on the first page, your bird attack.
Oh, she got 10.
It's on the bottom.
Is it
Bird attack is
Charisma.
right here. It says +3 under it. Peck and claw +3. So 10 + 3 is 13.
I'm pecking and clawing him.
Okay, roll some damage. What's her damage on that?
Okay, D6.
Yeah, that's a regular square dice.
2d6 + 1.
You roll that
roll it.
twice.
What? Is he gonna kill that elephant? So 5 + the 1, it makes
No,
6.
you roll that twice. 2d6.
So 5 + 3 is 8
13.
+ her 1 equals 9. That poor kid!
Are you trying to kill this kid or just scare him off?
See him off.
Well, I'm going to say with that, you can get them both because you have so much damage. You just swoop down, and are you pecking or clawing? Describe what you do to him. Describe what
I
happens.
peck and claw. I swoop down. I go down at one at a time. I peck and claw him at the same time, and then I go to the other and peck and claw him.
What kind of bird are you? A crow?
An owl.
An owl?
Oh boy, strong
Oh, okay. So the kids are just laughing, and then all of a sudden, they start screaming and running, Mom! Mom! And the little kid just looks. At first he's laughing, and then he just sees the owl land down in front of him, and he drops his other apple in the dirt. And he goes, "That was awesome!" And he's so happy. He runs off before you can get back with the other apple.
Darn.
When you come back, you just see the owl on the ground just kind of pecking at the part of the apple that doesn't have any candy on it.
And I'm just like,
Are you sisters or friends?
sisters.
Friends.
And I just... It's fine, I can't live with this girl. Friends.
Okay, friends.
And I just say, what the heck are you doing?
And you can overhear,
Right,
we're back over with Corin, who's just kind of into the play, and the bard White Sleeves is singing about it, the color of his sleeves again. And the legend of White Sleeves is that he's a bard that used to be a god, and he gave up his immortality to come down and help people with very small things in their life. So White Sleeves would be very proud of the little owl that helped this little kid who was getting bullied, because that's something that he would have done. But around that time, Sarah and Coco, you see one of the robots from the play who was dressed as the Pumpkin Man walking among the junk where that apple was thrown. And he reaches down and he picks it up. And the weird thing is, he picks his pumpkin head up, and you would expect to see a robot head underneath, but instead you see, well, roll a perception check. Emmy, for you, that's...
D20.
Does she have that on the inside of her book?
Well, I have, I can see very well.
Okay, we'll roll your perception.
Yeah, I have perception plus 5.
All right, roll a d20 and add your perception bonus. That's not how you roll. That's how you throw a die on the floor.
8 plus 5 is... I get 13.
Okay, Allie, you add this number next to your perception right here.
13.
8.
All right, well, you're just looking at your tooth like, this is the coolest thing. But,
13.
Coco, you see... Are you still an owl?
Yeah.
You see Coco turn her head like this. Because she sees not a robot under there, but kind of a bluish purple human type mouth that bites into the apple and then pulls the pumpkin mask back down, picks up something out of the scrap pile that looks kind of like a shovel, and starts walking away. What do you want to do? Yeah.
Follow him.
You gonna follow him?
But first I want to tell Allie.
What?
I turn back into a human and I say that the pumpkin person that's supposed to be a robot, he picked up his hat and I saw purplish greenish, I think.
I looked where you were looking. I followed where you were looking.
Purplish bluish mouth.
And I said,
And I had better eyesight.
and I said, I looked over there. And then, I just say, let's follow it now.
Okay.
We have to be sneaky. Turn into
All right.
something sneaky.
You watch behind... You're in the amphitheater, which is a big amphitheater, but it's pretty empty. There's not a lot of people at this show. Like, this used to be a more successful theater, and you heard all about it and how people would come and fill the theater. You see, because you're kind of sitting on the edge, you see one of the robot creatures up next to Marlaine. And you're very interested in Marlaine because you thought maybe she would give you a job here at this theater, so you've kind of been paying attention to her. And she's got long blonde hair that goes all the way down to her ankles. It's so long. She's got a really nice green tunic and a fancy silk cloak. And she has a lot of rings on her fingers. Looks like she has quite a bit of money. And this pumpkin-headed robot, so far as you know, walks up to her, and his shoulders are kind of slumped down like this, and she knocks the apple out of his hand, and you see him kind of go to reach for it, and she puts her hand out like under his chin and makes him look her in the eyes. and you think you see, just for a second, something go on with her face that doesn't look natural or human anymore. And you're not exactly sure, but you can roll an insight check.
Insight. I don't have any proficiency, so it's just +1. Stop. Oh, 19! Okay, so 20.
Yeah.
Not natural, but
You think
20.
for sure
demon.
she is some sort of supernatural creature or something. The next thing you see is her put her hand on his chin, and her ring flares with a purple light. And then, instead of reaching for the apple, the creature grips its shovel, or robot, or whatever it is, and starts sort of shuffling away. And then you see 2 little girls follow it onto a path into the woods. What do you do?
This play is going nowhere. I'm following those girls.
Okay.
Let's be a stalker. Word voice.
So you do.
I'm practicing this accent.
Are you trying to not let them know you're following them, or...
I just follow behind casually, just not making much noise, but not trying to, but
Okay.
not trying to sneak, but not making any loud noises either.
Eventually, you come to... the woods grow darker and darker throughout the walk. It takes you about half an hour of walking through these woods. And eventually, you do notice that not only are you following somebody, but somebody's following you. There's a... describe yourself, Corin, to them. What do they see following them, or who do they see following them?
They see a man with whitish gray hair and tan skin, with some common clothes and a lute strapped on his back.
So you see this guitar player, grown-up, who's kind of following you into the woods. What, Emmie?
I want to take out one of my torches and light it.
Okay.
It's not really that dark though.
It's starting to get dark, so
It's really dark. It's almost pitch black.
not yet.
No.
Ow.
But
Actually, I'll just keep my torch out and my flint.
soon you might need it. Eventually you do come to the end of the path, and it opens into a dilapidated graveyard.
Is it still really dark?
It's just sunset now. The sky is red and purple and really beautiful. The clouds are windswept from the autumn breeze, and you're just at the edge of the woods, and you can see all the leaves flitting down beside you, and you hear them coming down and the light streaming through them. But across the way in the graveyard, you see halfway through the graveyard, it seems to turn into a farming field, and a scarecrow's hanging in it with little crows actually just sitting on it, like it's not really working very good. No crops are growing there, but it looks like something's been planted, but it's certainly not planting season. And you watch the pumpkin man put his shovel into the dirt, not near the field, but near one of the tombstones. Zay had his hand up first.
I'll make a perception check.
Okay, everybody can look around if you want to make a
Yeah, I'm
perception
looking
check.
around. Well, I see nothing. We're closer by, like we're hiding in a bush right next to him.
I see absolutely nothing.
Since we're farther in. I roll 19.
Plus
I roll a
perception.
5.
Alright.
I roll a 1. Plus perception.
I get 8. No, I get 10.
Okay.
What do I see?
Perception.
Hold
Well,
on.
that was
I'm
absolutely
trying to get all the
Where's
numbers.
perception?
Under wisdom.
Perception. So it's 19 plus 3, 22.
Holy moly. So first of all, Corin is just kind of looking at what he picked out of his nose. Not really paying too good attention. Coco, you see the beautiful leaves, and you notice the crows are really making a racket when the guy starts digging, but they kind of flutter a little bit off of the scarecrow, but then land back on it. But they do it kind of in a weird way. And Sarah, you see that the pumpkin man sort of has to take his pumpkin head off for just a moment as he kind of wipes across his forehead. And you get the idea that that might be a zombie inside the pumpkin man costume.
Ooh, he could be digging into his grave to go in it.
Maybe. What, Emmie?
Or he's waking the dead.
He might be stealing someone he loved before,
Maybe.
and he wants the bones of her or him.
Maybe.
Or he's gonna bring him to life.
Maybe. You don't really know what's going on. You just see what's happening here.
He could possibly be a necromancer, but who knows?
What do? Are you hiding? You said you were in the bushes.
Yeah,
Or you-
we're hiding right near him in the bushes.
I turn into a crow.
And I stare.
I go up into a tree and then turn into a
I-
crow, and then I flutter off of the tree,
Onto the
to-
scarecrow.
go to the scarecrow and see what the crows are doing because I'm going to talk to them.
I'm
Okay.
talking.
We'll get to that in a sec. You were hiding in the bush?
I was hiding, and I was going to say I should make a perception check to read the grave to see what he was doing.
You can't read it from here, even with that really good check. But you can roll a stealth check to hide.
Okay.
That's under your dexterity. Okay. Is that a d20? Yeah, roll it.
4 + 5, 9.
All right, you're in a bush, but it was hard to get too far in. Corin, you can still see her easily.
Yeah.
But you might not see Sarah or Coco just kind of disappears, and you see a new crow caw, caw, fly out into the field. Yes, Coco.
I think if we... Well, what did the crows tell me when I asked them
Okay, you're headed
what
there.
they were doing?
They're a little bit further away, so you're flying in that direction. As you do, everybody sees that this pumpkin man isn't digging up the grave right now. He's digging up the tombstone. The stone itself. He puts the shovel underneath it and eventually wrenches it free and picks it up underneath his arm and starts walking toward the woods where you are hiding not so well in your bush. So you see that before you get to the crows. Are you still headed to the crows? All right. As you head toward the crows, let's see. Make a deception check to try to fit in with the crows.
Ooh, deception.
So that's just your charisma bonus, Emmie,
Charisma.
because you don't have that
Bonus
tag.
0.
Okay.
I should be the one making those checks.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you can't turn into a crow.
This one?
Yep.
Plus 6.
10.
Okay. You get a little ways there, and here's what I'm looking for.
Please don't notice that I'm a druid.
You see the scarecrow turn its head toward you and
Dun-dun.
point, and the crows go caw, 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 and flip off of his shoulders and start careening toward you. Now you're about halfway between the woods and the scarecrow. What do you want to do as they're coming? It looks like they're coming for you.
I decide to turn into a falcon because those can fly really fast. So, and then I go really
Wait,
fast
should
into
you-
the woods.
Well, you can't keep turning. You can only turn, so many times. So you're going to have to stay a crow, but you can still try to dive. You have a dive move where you can go extra fast and head back towards the woods if that's what you want to do.
Yes.
All right. Let's roll initiative.
What? Again?
Yep.
Cohen's like, what is happening here?
So you roll a d20 and add your initiative. You have that up at the top, Emmie, on that sheet.
I think to me that's +2.
It's your dex if you don't have it.
Yes.
Mine is
Plus 2.
Mine is +5. Do I have to go?
Yeah, everybody roll it.
13 plus 2 is 15.
Got 17 plus 5, 22.
Okay, hold on.
15.
15.
Corin, give me yours.
7.
All right.
I got 13, and I get to do 2 more.
So 15 for
15.
Coco.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to put these on my
That's 14.
tracker here. Sarah?
22.
22? Yeah, you rolled awesome for your character, so you have really high stats. All right, the enemy.
Okay, we have.
All right.
What did you roll? Well, what are you doing?
All righty.
Enemy's got a 15.
So the first one to act here, you see this happening from your bush. Over the shoulder of the pumpkin man, you see the scarecrow move and point, and now the crow's chasing your friend, not sister. I mean, we're not using those microphones.
Ow.
What do you do? Well, what do I do?
What do you do, Sarah, the elf?
I tried to sneak go to a closer bush to help, and then so I could hide from the pumpkin man and help Emmie the second he got out of sight, or when he was looking away.
All right, so you dash to a nearby bush. You dash to a nearby bush. Roll a stealth check, please. That's under your dexterity.
Got 20.
Natural 20? You gotta say natural 20 like you're real excited.
Natural
Crit.
20 plus
Or crit.
5, 25. You want me to move it?
You are the shadow. No, you don't move this.
Why
This is
did
your
you move?
initiative. This is the order that we're going in.
Move.
But you go and hide in a nearby bush. The scarecrow is next. The scarecrow shuffles off of its pole and picks up a scythe and starts running toward you. He gets on your tail feathers about 20 feet away. What do? He's still not quite as close as the crows, who are pretty close behind you.
I go faster.
You dash as fast as you can toward the trees.
Yes.
All right, you disappear into the tree line
Good idea, run.
among the branches.
Fly.
All right, Corin, what do you do?
My character says, "Hey, I didn't do anything." And
You're
starts
still
to
back in the woods.
And
Did you
I
come?
just back away.
Did you come
Okay,
for us?
make a stealth check. If you're trying not for them to notice you, because you were a little behind everybody, picking your nose.
No. To me, it's just a crows attacking a crow and a scarecrow attacking a crow. So I'm staying up. 9.
You
Wait. Actually, it's 11.
11. Perception.
Because
Here.
I'm proficient in stealth.
Okay.
Stealth is always great.
This thing's passive perception is 10, so you seem to not have drawn the ire of anybody. Unfortunately,
No.
Coco, the ravens follow you among the trees.
Crows. Ravens?
Yeah, crows. Ravens.
Birds.
Cravens.
That's a
The
chocolate
crows
cereal.
are zipping behind you into the trees. They use all of their movement to dash, so they're still right on your tail. Okay? What do you do, Sarah? You see the scarecrow is coming straight toward you. The pumpkin man is looking at the stone. You can see him looking at it, and there's a pile of stones nearby. I should put him in here. I meant to, but he's way at the bottom. And he looks like he's gonna put the stone down, but then he slips it not very expertly into his clothes. And you can see it start to fall out, and it shatters on the ground. And he drops down onto his knees. And that's all he does on this turn. What do you do?
I go. Well, I see I try and I look around, and I'm hoping to maybe spot Corin, the nose picker.
Please,
You're
that's
passive?
not my stereotype.
I'm looking for
The DM said that. My
I'm looking
character
for
did not
someone.
do that.
I'm looking
Yes,
for
he did.
someone.
No.
Oh, I saw him picking his nose.
I just look around for
You
people.
can see Corin with your passive perception. And you knew he was following you.
I waddle over to him.
You're gonna leave your hiding spot?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm trying to be stealthy.
Okay, we'll roll a new stealth check.
What? No.
Whoa, you don't see her. That's fine. You don't see her. What are you doing when you get over there?
When I get over, I sneak attack and jump on him and say, "What the heck are you doing here, snot face?"
Hey, first of all, just because I said that doesn't mean that has to be the defining characteristic of his character.
Okay.
If he doesn't
I'm a
want it
bog
to be.
with 4 health.
I just walk out the bushes and
4
say,
health.
I walk
24.
out the
Snot
bushes
face,
and
But I
say,
just have no health.
"Hello,
Okay.
what is your name?"
So while all this is going on, just out of the bushes, completely snuck up to you, you hear this little girl say, "Hello, what's your name?"
That's literally what my character does. He just yells.
Do your best, and I say, "Shh, don't alert the pumpkin man." What is wrong with you?
The scare-
Nothing.
I'm trying to get out of here.
Nothing.
the
And then
I need nope.
land.
No, you're not. You're not there yet. It's not your turn. We're still in initiative. I need Sarah to make a wisdom saving throw.
So, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And you add
3.
nothing. Wait,
It says plus 3.
there you are. Wisdom
So,
save plus 3.
9 plus 3 is 12.
That's just enough. So over Corin's shoulder, you see the scarecrow twist its neck like this and glare at you, trying to frighten you. But you're able to not be completely frightened. You might still be scared, but you're not forced to flee if you don't want to. And it's Coco's turn. What are you doing now?
How far am I away from the woods?
You're in the woods. You're in the treetops right now. Going through the treetops as all the crows are chasing you.
I'd choose to go over to Allie, to Corin and Sarah. And I land on his shoulder, and then the bird started getting on his hair, trying to take his hair for a nest.
Hi! Why must you hold me in this way?
It's not the bird's turn right now. It's Corin's turn. So now you've got a little girl who jumps out, says, "Hey," and then another one lands on your shoulder. And you can also see the pumpkin man on his knees by a pile of rocks, the scarecrow shambling in your direction with his neck twisted over to the side. What do you want to do?
I bet the crow away and dash in the opposite direction.
I'm not
My
scared.
character
I'm not scared of him.
does not know what's
I'm
going on.
actually a person.
Yeah,
You just run?
dash is double my speed, I think.
Yep. Okay, so he
I'm
just
following
screams.
him because I
It's not your
need him to
turn.
help me.
It's not your turn.
I need him to help me.
All right, the birds. The birds start swarming onto Sarah and trying to peck at her.
And then
Maybe don't rush up to
What's
me.
your AC, Sarah?
AC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 17.
All right. All 4 of them attack you and start pecking at you, and one of them manages to take a peck bite out of your arm and deals 1 damage.
So now I'm at 30.
Mm-hmm. And they're just all cawing and fluttering all around you. Okay? The pumpkin man, seeing these crows attack you, shambles in your direction. And he uses all his movement to get beside you. What do you do?
I back away slowly, staring at him.
Okay. He's... Roll a perception check, since you said you're staring at him.
11 plus
It's under wisdom.
charisma,
Wisdom.
wisdom. This is wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
3, so 11 plus 3, 14.
You think you see inside his mask that he's crying. So you're backing away. The crows are trying to still peck at you while you're doing that. You doing anything about the crows?
I can't focus on them, but I just keep staring and say, "Why are you crying?"
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
Wait, in
It's
what?
under your
In
charisma.
what language, actually? That's kind of
Probably
an important
common.
part. You could say which language.
Tell me the number.
4.
Okay. You try to talk, but a crow flutters in front of your face and you're unable to finish your sentence. You say it like in your head and you're like, why are you...
And it's me. It's me.
Okay.
I'm trying to scare her off from the
I
pumpkin
want to
man.
smack at me.
The scarecrow keeps moving forward and gets to the edge of the woods. And... I need you, Coco, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
And under your wisdom, next to the orange, it should say what your wisdom save is.
5.
You are
2 plus 5.
terrified as the scarecrow looks at you. You are frightened. And that means you're paralyzed, which means your wings stop working. You fall to the ground with a thump.
Alan, catch me! That's what you get for interrupting someone's sentence.
So it's like this. Why are you? Bang! And now there's a crow at your feet, who is Coco. Crow. All right, Crow, it's your turn. But you're paralyzed for this turn, so you can't do or say anything. It's Corin's turn.
That was a different crow.
How far away am I from the firefight?
60 feet back into the woods. I assume sort of back the way you guys had come. Just running and dodging stray tree branches.
You almost step on a turtle. What do you do?
A dire turn.
What do you do?
A snapping turtle.
It'll bite you.
No,
Wait,
What do you do?
what's the range of vicious mockery?
I don't know. You could use it if you want to use it.
Okay. I'll use vicious mockery at the scarecrow.
The scarecrow? Yeah, okay, go ahead. I'll roll.
Well,
Wisdom save?
yeah.
17.
Up, it comes for you. It comes.
My spell save's 14. So
What do you say to him, though?
Sorry?
Why are you doing this, hateful brains?
Okay. Instead of
Then the
answering,
turtle bites
he
you.
pulls the burlap off the top of his head, and you see it's like a half vivisected down the middle gorilla head on one half, and like a baboon with a long snout for the other part of the head, like two different monkey heads stitched together.
Okay, never mind. You're not made of hay.
And you just hear it.
I will draw my guitar.
Okay. The crows
Wait, does it take? Wait, is
doesn't take any damage.
Wait, I mean, does forward inspiration?
That's a bonus action.
Oh, so then I will do bardic inspiration on that little elf girl.
Okay. How do you do that?
I play a beautiful song or something.
Does she get a D6?
Does she... Wait, does she kiss you?
It's a D6.
Ooh.
So I use a bardic inspiration, and she gets an extra D6 that she can use on
Ember.
Do I roll 2?
and you can add it on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw you make. You can also use it on an attack roll
So if you think
for
you're gonna
weapon
be-
damage.
if
Well,
you-
for weapon damage, and you can add it to AC if an enemy's gonna hit you.
If you think you're going to be close on an attack, you can use your inspiration to make it a little bit better. You can add it to your roll. Okay, so hang on to it.
But you only have 10 minutes to use it or it goes away.
Hey, Coco. What's your AC as a bird?
48.
AC.
Uh-huh.
Almost.
Up at the top left.
12.
That's
Two of the
initiative.
crows up at the top left.
Oh. Right.
Like, very top left.
Uh-huh.
14.
Yeah,
One
this is-
crow pecks your bird form for 1 damage. You lose 1 of your bird health. Okay, so change your current health down in your bird form.
18.
The other 2 crows are going at Sarah. That's a 15 to hit. And 18 to hit.
16 and 18.
One of those hits, so you take 1 more damage from the crows. Caw, 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 caw.
Is it my turn?
No, it's the Pumpkin Man's turn. You watch the Pumpkin Man take the shovel and smack one of the crows out of the air.
He's on outside.
And the crow that was in your face and splatters onto the ground.
What the-
You think he's about to hit you in the face, but he smashes a crow from in front of you. You don't know if he meant to and missed you, or if he was trying to hit the crow or not, but that's what happens. And it's your turn. You still got crows harassing you and your paralyzed crow friend on the ground.
Let's see.
Do you want to move? Do you want to... And also the scarecrow's getting pretty close. It's not your turn.
No, I just want to talk.
You're paralyzed until the end of the
I
scarecrow's
don't
turn.
want to talk in the game.
Okay, what?
Can I use Beast
I think
Bond?
that when the scarecrow gets over to be the paralyzed crow and Allie, the Pumpkin Man will help us defeat the scarecrow.
Maybe. What
And
did
maybe
you
the
want to
crows
do,
will
Alan?
attack
I
him.
wanted to do Beast Bond or something. I think I have.
Sure,
I
yeah.
think I have something that'll let me befriend it.
The crow?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and befriend all the crows so then they'll stop attacking us.
And they'll...
Yeah, you have Beast Bond where you can link with an animal.
Does that count?
Mhm.
You can say no. So can I link basically all of them to make them a chain?
You can link to one and bubble in one of your spells there. And as soon as you get the link, you get what the crow is thinking. And the crow is thinking, keep the people off the field. Keep the people off the field. Keep the people off the field. Over and over again. Or the thing will eat me.
What's the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to get off the field.
And I try wondering in the body.
Well, I
I
don't
try
have to worry
wondering.
about that.
I try wondering in the body to get it to answer the question. Why? What is the thing?
The scarecrow.
The scarecrow. You get the picture of the scarecrow in your mind.
I think. What is the scarecrow truly?
The thing, 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 the thing. Bad thing, bad thing, bad thing.
Where did it come from?
Bad
Crow
thing.
doesn't know. And it's the
Oh, no, no.
scarecrow's turn. Make a wisdom saving throw. Nope, it's gonna... How far forward were you guys? Were you still in the woods?
Yeah, we.
You guys were in the woods and you flew back into the woods. So the scarecrow shambles to the edge of the field and looks like it can't continue forward into the woods. But it points its finger at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw again, Allie.
Papa. 13 plus 3.
Okay, he's still trying to scare you. But
But
he's...
I think I'm thinking that he might be like there might be an invisible border.
That's what you feel like. Especially since you didn't get scared. You think he can't reach you there. The only thing that can reach you are the crows. But if you...
He's controlling
Seem
the
like-
crows.
But since you're with that beast bond, you know if you guys leave and go a little bit further into the woods, they might leave you alone. And Coco, you can move again. You're on the ground, but it's your turn. But you don't know any of that other stuff.
Papa, did I use some of my magic?
I go
Yes, one.
in my bag.
Are you not a bird anymore?
I'm still a bird.
Okay, then you can't go in your bag.
She enters her bag.
She dives into her bag.
Your bag's just one of your feathers right now.
Wait, I turn into a person.
Which one? Yourself, yes, I know.
Snot kid.
No, I don't.
Oh, here I am in this field.
No.
Okay. And
He's the snot guy.
we're all snot people, okay?
No, he is.
Yeah, Corin, the banana
And-
snot man.
Just in the gorilla face of that thing. Of the pumpkin man.
You do what?
In the gorilla face of that
No,
pumpkin
what do you
man.
do? What do you do?
Since I turn into a human, I go into my bag and grab a fishing rod.
What?
Okay.
She's doing Minecraft strats.
And what?
No. And then I start heading to a lake.
What is wrong with
And
you?
then I start fishing.
What is wrong with you?
No. You have one thing you can do in just a couple of seconds. What do you do in a few seconds?
Grab a fishing rod.
I turn into a buck and start attacking the crow. And start attacking the scarecrow.
You can.
No, just,
I buck.
no, just stay out of the field and you'll be fine. Scarecrow will try and scare you, that's it. Yeah, just retreat. Father.
Wait, I turn into a pumpkin man.
What?
You,
That's
you
not
definitely can't do that.
strats!
In fact, you probably can't turn into any more animals until you take a little bit of a breather. Okay? Because your magic is a little bit.
She's fishing.
Um,
Breathing. She's fishing.
Your magic is a little bit sparse right now because of all the shifting that you've done. You still have two crows right in your face trying to peck at you, even as you've turned back into yourself. So you can try to do something about them. You could try to run away. You could try to fight them. You could try to knock them down. You could try to do something about the scarecrow who keeps peeking at you but doesn't seem able to come into the woods.
I grab my shovel and start hitting them.
Okay?
You have a shovel.
The crows. Yeah.
Roll an attack with the number in your axe on the front of your sheet.
Do you have an actual weapon?
4. Plus 4.
Okay, well roll your d20 then. And don't forget about all your cantrips and stuff too.
5 plus 4 is 9.
You just whiff as the crow dodges out of the way of your shovel, comes in to try to peck. Corin.
Do
What
I
do you
hit
wanna
its tail?
I guess go further back.
Alright. You see him running.
Ew.
Alright, the crows are going to try to... Nobody's really done much to them. Alright, one of them pecks you for 1 damage on your people health. You're linked to the other crow, right? Allie? So that's it. There's just 2 attacking her. Now the pumpkin man takes the stone out of his robe and shows it to you
Okay, he's finally.
and goes, well, he just has the piece that he picked up. And it's got 3 letters on it, it looks like, maybe. But because it's been broken and weathered, it looks like part of an A and an L, maybe. But it's hard to read. And he just goes,
This is. I say, moan once if your mouth is stuck and you cannot talk until I figure out your name. You don't moan.
it's also your turn, and you're also linked to the crow, and there's crows attacking your friend. But you also now know. You also now know what's going on
Help.
with the field.
Help me.
I tell the pumpkin man to find other pieces of the stone and try to complete the name. And bring pieces one by one to me so I can complete it.
Okay.
Oh, I can help with that. I can help with that later.
He nods.
Do you tell anything to Coco or?
While he does that, I say that I'm going to be helping Emmie. And since I'm linked to the crow's body, I go over, I speak crow, and I say, "What the heck are you doing that for?"
All right, roll a persuasion check. That was a good crow accent.
15
All right.
plus first persuasion.
Charisma.
Under plus 0. 15.
Okay. The thing said, the thing said, the thing, the two of them say, the thing, that thing, said, the thing,
Then I say,
loaf of bread.
then I say, well, he can't get out to you here, so why don't you just don't listen to him?
They look back at him and they see he's not coming. Corn!
That's not my name!
No, corn, not corn, not corn, not corn.
Loaf of bread.
Loaf of bread. It's just a mirror. Okay.
Well, I got the crows to stop attacking you. I got the guy
we're
bringing
fine.
up the pieces. But I'm going to need everyone's help to help get the stones one by one. Pieces of the stone.
I'm pretty sure that's in the field. Is it in the field?
Yeah, the thing doesn't seem to bother the pumpkin man when he goes.
Oh, okay. So,
But he brought the stone to the woods and threw it in a pile of other stones.
oh.
And that's where he was going to put it, and then he started to hold on to it and dropped it. And then he had to try to pick up a piece from all the other pieces and put it in his... So you see him go back over to the pile, and he's kind of like looking. And when you guys back up just a little bit, the scarecrow just shambles back over to its pole and climbs back up, by the way.
Does it
And
even have legs?
we're out of the initiative order. Yeah, he does. You see the pumpkin man take his pumpkin off and put it down. And he starts trying to find stones and look to see if they match. And he just looks back over to you.
Is he saying help?
He's hitting the stones on the top of his head.
Oh, he's worried. Is it in the field that I have to go to help him?
No, it's in the woods on near the edge of the field, but not in the field.
I go over to him.
Like he's been clearing all these stones out of the field and throwing them in the woods.
Is the combat over?
I looked
Yes.
at the scarecrow and I was like, it won't come to me if I'm not in the field. So I go over to the pumpkin man and start helping trying to find matches.
Roll an investigation check. What are you doing, Corn?
3, but I want to use this.
Okay.
Plus 6.
Plus investigation.
So he seems...
It's under
Investigation.
intelligence.
Intelligence. I got nothing.
Okay. So we'll come back to what you find in a minute.
I go over to him and say, it's okay, and put my hands on his shoulders. But I also cast Identify, which reveals if there were, like, any spells on him or anything like that.
Yes. Okay, cool. So first with
Well,
your...
also it tells me which ones.
Coco, do you want to do anything while they're doing that?
Take a nap so you can change.
I'm gonna search the woods for a pond for me to rest at,
Okay.
and with my fishing rod out.
Okay, you're probably not going to be able to find the pond. I'm talking like for just this moment.
Well,
but
if I
you can
find
start
one,
looking
I'll
around.
take it
Okay.
out.
You can roll a survival check for that, okay?
Okay.
I just realized that... Wait, never mind.
Plus 5.
And then I'll resolve all of your things at the
20.
same time. Natural 20? Plus 5?
Yes.
There.
25.
There's a pond.
There was a pond there all along. You already have a fish. you guys are doing your thing.
It flew out into
She's
a mouth.
already got a fish halfway cooked.
No, I don't cook it.
What?
I don't eat.
You only eat fruit.
Yes.
You caught an apple.
No,
I got a candy apple.
I catch a fish and I cook it for him.
Well, then why were you mad that I said it was halfway cooked? Okay. But while
I have
that's going
2
on,
fish.
you
One for
find
one for
another
her.
stone. You
Yeah.
find one other stone that seems to fit. Now you have like a A, L, and maybe part of another letter. after the L, it's just like a line.
I pull out glue and glue them together and keep looking for.
There's no glue.
Okay, you lay it on the ground together. That's
Wait,
okay.
it's
But
gonna
that's
say
all you
Elton.
find right now.
It's gonna say Elton.
Okay. Then
Alan.
you, with your identify, can tell that this creature is under a necromancy spell to animate it, but under sort of like a. You would know spells that are kind of like controlling people's actions, like a suggestion or a command type spell as well. So there's the necromancy that's making it alive, but it's also being commanded by some other force. Like it's compelled to clean up this graveyard. Okay? Alright. That's all the stones you can find that fit with that investigation check. Yes, Emmie.
I think that the scarecrow made him, used a order spell to make him clear the gravestones out of the field so he can have a bigger field.
Maybe.
He plants the crops.
But wait, if he could control the Pumpkin Man, why would the Pumpkin Man be nice to us?
Maybe he didn't do that to him.
He could have just been ordered to clean up the field. That's right.
He sees you put the two stones together and he goes, mmm.
And I'm just like,
And he's going to try to look through the stones, see what he can find. And he picks up another one and he puts it there. And you can see it does now say A-L-T.
Alton!
Mmm.
Alton.
Mmm.
You're Alton.
He touches his chest and you see he's got metal there. It goes bang, bang, like he's wearing, because he was supposed to look like a robot, right? With the Pumpkin Man hat on. Bang, bang, he goes, He touches his face.
So that's what you really are. But the metal makes you look like a robot.
So that means he's a zombie who was risen from the dead by some
So
necromancer.
you are
Evil or
really a
not evil?
pumpkin?
That is the question.
Did you hear the cartoon blink, blink, blink? like what? I'm trying to move this out of the way so I can see you. Ah.
Okay.
So he's an actual human. He's a normal human that was dressed to look like a robot and had to clear the graveyard. And for some reason can't talk.
Because he's a zombie.
And his name is Alton. Alton.
He can't talk because he's a zombie. There's a necromancy spell on him. Cast by a necromancer, but evil or not evil, we do not know.
He gets a piece of hay, maybe that the scarecrow had dropped at some point. And he
does
comes
have
back.
hay brains.
He comes back with it. You see him trying to. He's putting the hay like near his finger, and he keeps dropping it onto the ground. Make an insight check.
Well, I just realized I have jack of all trades.
Emmy's at the pond.
Well, you're fishing, so probably not you.
Okay.
Fishing and cooking.
Yeah.
11.
I got another fish.
You think his
cooking it,
hands don't work very good?
But I want to see if he's but I want to look if he's actually making like a word out of the straw by folding it.
You
Can I
look-
give him control of Mage Hand?
Not really. Unless you have a way to like link minds with him or something. You look at it, it doesn't look like a letter, but you see he keeps trying to like twist it almost into a circle.
Good. Good then.
Good aren't people.
Unless
Are
he's
you
not
trying to
using
write a
proper
word?
capitalization.
Are you trying to write a word out of all the letters?
Is the
I
necromancer
passed
good?
him a stick.
It's a
and
zero.
I passed him a stick and I want him to write it down.
No, we already know. I asked him if it was good, and he shook his head.
Crack! The stick breaks on the ground.
Classic evil necromancer.
Then you see him just kind of scribble something. It doesn't make any sense. It's Just gibberish in the dirt.
You've been cursed. You can't write or talk or communicate with anyone except if a word's already
He's
written.
dead.
I write down good and I say moan
We
once-
know who the
moan
necromancer
once
is.
if it was good. Moan twice if he's evil.
We already know that the necromancer is evil.
Is he a girl or a boy? A girl?
Boy. No, wait. He has no gender.
Picks the hay back
No,
up.
I'm not saying
And
him.
he just lays it on his finger like this. And he drops back down onto his knees and he just puts one hand on the couple pieces of gravestone and just sits there sadly.
And then,
The necromancer.
is it my turn yet?
Wait, no. The necromancer
If you want to come back, but
must have, like,
Okay, I come back.
raised him from the dead. But then the necromancer died, and now the pumpkin man is cursed forever with immortality. But a horrid one.
Moan once if it's right.
every time you said that, no matter what you asked, he's only been able to moan once. He hasn't been able to really communicate with you very well.
Moan if he was right.
I believe I was.
That's a groan.
That's it.
That's a sigh.
Emmy, moan and groan and sign are not much different.
What are you all wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing a long white dress,
Mm-hmm.
pointy ears, brown hair, and like nice brown boots.
You have anything in your hair or on your hands or around your neck or anything?
I have a necklace around my neck made from gemstones, and I have a hairband made of a rare thread.
Okay. The pumpkin man reaches toward your hair. His finger goes through the hairband and comes away, and it's on his finger. And he holds it up.
I'm wearing
Zero.
commander's clothes with leather armor under.
What were you going to say, Emmie?
My
0.
clothes are, I have a green shirt and a spotted skirt, which it has black spots on it, and it is orange.
Okay. Then he takes the finger with the hairband on it and touches Corin under the chin. Just kind of, I can't reach Corin, so. And then fumbles at the thing on his hand.
Hair tie. Rare hair
Yeah.
tie.
I take it and say, thank you.
He pulls his hand back. And he goes like that. He knocks your hand away. And he reaches and he palms you like on under the chin. And then he just points all around. He points at the stone pile.
I reach at my sheath, unsure of what to do.
He does it to you. He takes it
Oh wait, I know what to do.
and puts it under your chin. And then he points at the pile of stones.
Look in at
We're
the
supposed to go
stone.
to the pile of stones.
Roll another insight check.
So we do need to go
I
to the
wanna
pile of
come
stones.
back.
If you're there, you can roll an insight check too, Emmie. You already rolled. You can't roll again.
20
I had
Natural 20?
I got 8!
I had a 6.
plus.
The thing on his finger looks like a ring.
There's a
Oh,
ring.
he's
There's a
trying
ring
to
in
find.
the pile.
He's trying to find the gravestone of his loved one. There, solved it.
You want us to find the
Insight?
gravestone with a
Where is
ring or a
insight?
ring in the gravestone pile?
He
Where's
holds
insight?
his finger up.
I don't have insight.
It's wisdom, Emmie. Just your wisdom score if you don't have insight.
25.
Okay. Well, you didn't see... Let's see. You see that he thinks it's a ring. And you tell that to Corin. Something's important about a ring.
Okay,
And-
The ring's controlling him.
The ring.
A ring.
It's in the
oil.
So that... Okay, I understand it now.
Or we have to go to the scarecrow and get the ring from it.
My future employer is actually the necromancer who cursed him with this. But she's my future employer, so I can't do much about it if I want a job.
Well, she already told you she only works in robots. You were very disappointed.
Okay,
He
fine,
doesn't
let's
seem
ruin
like
her life.
And he takes his finger and he keeps trying to work the ring, and eventually he breaks your hair tie.
Break the ring.
He wants us to find the ring and break it.
Good thing I have the perfect spell for so.
Ellie, you broke your famous haircut.
Oh, wait.
It's fine. It's not famous. It's rare.
Oh, Shatter does not attack magical objects. Oh, it could destroy her. Oh, wait, I know. Okay, I have a plan. We go into the hallway, perhaps to the interview, maybe. I'm not sure. And then I do something with Shatter.
That's right. The girl had a
Wait.
bajillion rings. We have to find the right one and break it.
No, I can use Shatter, and it only affects non-magical objects. So that means all her non-magical rings will break, and we can find the correct one. Then
But
I
who
could,
knows if they're
then,
all?
One at a time.
then I could use Mage Hand to get it off. But I don't think I can be using the Shatter and the Mage Hand. What if I can put the Shatter in some sort, the spell Shatter in a magical stone? One of them can use the stone to shatter the rings, and I can use Mage Hand to quickly grab the correct ring, and I can destroy it.
Well,
Otherwise,
first step is you guys are at a field far away from where you were before. So before we get into any minutia of the plan, you guys have some other steps you need to take first, and we need to get some of them taken, and then we'll get our dinner break in so we can come back after that. Okay? Yes.
We still need to keep working on plans, but we have to learn how to communicate with Elton.
Yeah. He stands up and goes to reach for his pumpkin head and does one of the things where, I don't know if I'll be on the microphone, but he goes to reach for it. He does one of these kick things. Oh, like that. And the pumpkin splatters on one of the trees.
he wants us to destroy all the pumpkins in the world.
I look at the tree.
Reasoning.
No, actually, he goes over to the pieces and he's trying to put them back on his face.
So it's a
And I'm
pumpkin
like,
piece.
we have to get him a new hat.
Yes, we need to.
I have a carved pumpkin.
We need to get her a new mask.
Give me.
M's writing that right now. You don't have that.
He goes over like near where the pumpkin pieces are and he sees the reflection of his dead face in the pond. He hides it.
He doesn't want to look dead. We need a mask.
Ranger, craft a wooden mask. There's nearby trees.
I'm a ranger. I grab my arrow. I grab my
You don't
arrow.
have a pumpkin.
Yes, I do.
I grab an arrow.
She
and
just
I
wrote
You
it.
don't.
I grab my arrow.
I forgot to write.
Carve a
And
bunch
have
of
sunglasses.
wood off. Yeah.
You do have sunglasses.
I carve wood out of a tree and make a eye holes for you. I give you a wooden mask with eye holes that
Roll
you
a
can attach
survival
to your
check.
face.
It doesn't matter. M has
What, is
sunglasses.
she gonna kill me? 13.
You
What's
did have
survival?
to make that. I have sunglasses.
Plus 5. 18.
Okay, you make him a nice hat that kind of comes down over the part inside of his face, almost like a helmet that you found out of the wood that you just carved. And then he puts the sunglasses on. And he looks at himself in the pond and he's like, "Ah! Ah!"
He just said yeah.
But then I say that.
Swag.
Remember Corin's plan? I say Corin's plan would work, but who knows if she is controlling other things too? We won't know the correct magical ring.
I said. Oh wait, yes, there could be multiple rings, but we'll have to get lucky. Hopefully, there's only one magical ring,
He
and
goes-
my shatter spell shall work.
He goes back and picks up the pieces of like his old grave marker and clasps them to himself and puts them this time better in like a bag that he had slung under his shoulder. It's hard for him, but he gets them in there.
Wait. Do any of you two know Mage Hand?
Nope.
Most of you have magic. Perhaps I could teach them Mage Hand.
I don't need sleep.
Wait, guess what?
I
Wait,
said Mage Hand.
look.
All right, you guys are getting really distracted now. You want to take our dinner break?
Yeah.
Sure.
So now you know that somebody's controlling the Pumpkin Man, and you figure it's probably Marlaine, the theater owner, right?
Correct. Okay.
So,
Into mission.
We'll head back to near the theater after dinner. All right, we're back
Yeah.
on our
Thing.
Halloween. We're kind of sick, and we couldn't finish the first night, but we're back to wrap it up. All right, last time on Date Night Kids Spoopy Edition, we Spoopy. You fought some bullies. You watched
Saved the kid with some snot.
some snot and some dirty apples. Thought you were very impressive. You followed a zombie to a field where he was digging up gravestones and found out he was sad. And you encountered a really creepy scarecrow. And then you learned that the Pumpkin Man zombie guy was actually being controlled by some ring that had brought him back to life and put him under the control of the lady who ran the theater, Marlaine. And you had decided to head back to try and see if you could break this curse on the Pumpkin Man. Yeah.
What do I get out of it? What does my character get out of this?
Before we go there, can I go kill the scarecrow?
No, we don't
You
want.
guys are already walking back.
That's bigger than a D20.
This is D24.
I want a D24.
I don't think we're even gonna use them.
No. Okay. So, are you going to do any resting? Or are you going to walk straight back? It is
Let's do a long rest.
getting dark
Long
now.
rest.
I'm
Long
taking a
rest.
nap.
You're going to go to sleep in the woods by yourselves?
No, we're all
Okay,
together.
first watch.
Your parents are back there at the show. Are you going to go? What are they going to think?
Oh.
They're gonna think that we had a long time in the bathroom.
Oh,
Not if you sleep all night. That's not what
if
they're
I
going to
turn
think.
into a raccoon, I'll be nocturnal.
Okay, let's just walk back.
I'd say you could maybe take a short rest if you want. That would be an
Yeah.
hour long.
Well,
Should I light a torch? Oh, Paul, can I collect branches for torches sometimes?
Well, actually, yes. Let's do a short rest. I need an extra bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I lost one.
Somebody who's going to try to find a safe spot for a short rest, roll a survival check. Who's best at survival? Probably the ranger or the druid.
Oh, I have survival
me.
+5.
I place on.
Mine's +5.
All right, you can both
Mine's
roll
+1.
instead of giving one of the
17,
advantage.
and Emmie got 15.
+5.
+5 and
Oh,
17.
you guys, yeah, you find
I
it
got.
great.
I got 12.
I got 22.
You guys find a great spot. What does
I
it
find-
look like? What's the spot you
Oh,
find?
it's a pond. It's by the pond,
it's-
and we can get some food.
And there's a beautiful shady tree, and fireflies light up the whole place.
I find a dead frog.
I go fishing. I go
The
fishing.
pumpkin man comes over and sees the dead frog and kind of pushes it with his toe, trying to get it back into the pond. Mm-hmm.
My character just looks around and backs slowly away.
I grab my
Eventually
fishing
plunks
rod.
it in. Okay.
I grab my fishing rod and start fishing to catch some fish for the
And Emmie,
for them.
and Emmie catches the dead frog.
Roll a survival check again.
11. That's 5.
Oh
16.
yeah, you catch some nice fish, some perch. They're not the meatiest fish.
But they're
But-
still fish.
Yeah, it's enough that you can cook them up in your hour-long rest. So-
Small dead frog.
If you
I start cooking.
want, you can get your health back because you didn't lose enough health to be more than a hit die.
I grab my flint.
And Emmy, you can get your animal forms back. Do you want to fix your health?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just get back a bardic inspiration.
Take it out of your current health there.
I did.
And out of your current health.
Oh. Alright.
And on your animal form, too. And
I
like-
thought it was in the 10th HP.
I'm at 29 health. Can I move up?
you can move back to your max, whatever your max is.
31. Yay.
I lost to no hit points. Can I make it through this entire game without losing a single hit point?
Knowing me, probably not.
Papa, should I get...
And you're just gonna randomly say I stub my toe and lose 1 hit point.
Emmy,
I
wait, he's the DM.
I want to go climb some trees and get some wood for a fire. I also grabbed some rocks to put it around the
We
fire.
don't need a fire.
Who is Papa?
I'm cooking fish.
I only know the dungeon master.
Okay, I
I'm
put
called
the
the
rocks
game
in a
mode.
circle,
Uh-huh.
and then I
Whatever.
put the branches in,
Mm-hmm.
and I light it with my flint,
Okay.
and then I start cooking the fish over it.
Why are you cooking those fish?
I
They
just
didn't do
lie
anything to
down
you.
and look at the fireflies.
The
I don't
pumpkin
eat
man
fish.
looks very
It's for
interested
you too.
in the fish, but he's wary of the fire.
I'll eat the fish.
He doesn't want to get too close to the fire.
He's playing.
Yeah, it's okay.
Maybe
Mm,
was he burned in a fire?
mm,
Possible. Oh. I don't think that was his death.
mm.
It was?
He occasionally will just go to each of you and try to remind you about a ring, because we're just kind of sitting around eating fish. Mm.
I give you some fish, and you some fish. Do you want one?
I don't need the fish. I got these things which a man, no, or woman can eat and one can eat one bite.
Oh
and
yeah, that
full.
thing from one of the wings.
And remember,
And I
he's got
I
a
ate for.
he's got like a wood hat and sunglasses on, so don't forget that.
I'm just gonna draw him. I'm drawing him.
Oh no, Emmy's trying to draw Pumpkin Man.
All right. So now, after having some food in your bellies and a nice rest, you set back off to find
The pumpkin.
the theater that you left. So,
the pumpkin.
who's leading the way here? Who's going to try and find their way through the woods?
Me. Oh no, the Pumpkin Man. Alton can lead us because he's the one we followed.
Okay.
So he does.
And
the
I'm
way.
just chilling out and playing some music.
He keeps looking back
Did you eat your fish?
Yes, I.
to see if you're following him.
Okay, here's some fruit.
No,
It's
thank you.
really
Okay.
dark now. It's night, and there's no moon in the sky at all.
I don't even know. No moon.
I eat some fruit.
But the pumpkin man doesn't seem to need any light. He can see just fine. He's just walking along the path. He doesn't trip on anything. And there's lots of things that he could trip on. All of you, if you don't have torches lit, might end up tripping. Except for the...
I
the
grab
elf
a
can see
branch
just fine.
and light it in the fire.
Yeah, me and the elf can see just fine.
Okay. Eventually you get back to the amphitheater and this little complex here. So there's the little scrap yard full of metal and different like automaton pieces and things like that. There's the amphitheater. There's a couple of like little stalls, and there's a house, a little hut
I
with
drew his
a
head.
I have an
very
idea.
well-kept garden out in the front.
I have an
with,
idea.
it's a rock garden, and everyone has already left.
I
to
have
play.
a plan.
So it's quiet and still, and it seems like you've been gone longer than even you feel like you've been gone, because it's now the middle of the night. There's just a few stars, but mostly clouds up in the sky, and it is cold. Okay? What do you want to do?
I have a plan. Maybe at some point when we have to go in, we can go to the scrapyard and wear the automaton pieces. So it'll look like we're robots. So we can fit in. Get close.
But I was
to
gonna
the
say, let's go to the
Echo
hut
Mansion. Yeah, let's go to the hut.
and peer through the window.
All right, do you want pepperoni or sausage? What do you want? Oh, not the Pizza Hut.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my spells.
Date night not sponsored by Pizza Hut. If you're gonna take a look over toward the hut and see what's going on.
Wait, I know.
You gotta roll.
I'll cast Mage Hand and make it knock on the door.
Okay, hold on.
So
Before you
wait,
get close enough to do
actually,
that,
we have to hide behind bushes.
before you get close enough to do that, make a perception check.
So
Everybody can do this if they want.
Okay, well, you could have just rolled a passive perception. We'll use our passive perception.
I'm
but
making
okay.
his bed.
I got a 10.
Oh, I got 16.
Nice.
But 10 plus 3, 13.
Yeah,
It bumped into my pencil.
I got 16.
20. Ooh, look,
Natural
natural 20.
Wow, okay, so you all noticed some stuff. Number one,
Plus 5.
okay. Number one, Allie, Sarah, you notice that all the stalls and stuff are all closed up. Can you please stop with the dice?
Yeah, okay.
And it looks like people have been gone for at least an hour. You're surprised your parents would leave without you, but maybe they're out looking for you somewhere. You see some tracks that do go off into the woods in the wrong direction. Corin, with a 16, you see some of the rocks in the rock garden move.
Hot rocks!
Coco, you see, actually you hear a door creak open on the back of the hut, and you cannot see it from where you are right now.
I did the creek.
So those are the three things you notice.
Okay.
You have to inform us, Adam.
Form us?
Inform us.
I heard creaking in the back of the hut.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, which is a cantrip, so I can use it as much as I want, and make it float behind the house and see if there's any reaction.
Behind the house?
Yeah, about where the door opened.
You're going to have to go around to be able to do that.
Well, how big is the house?
Well, it's more than 30 feet. Isn't Mage Hand only like 30 feet?
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Yeah, you'd have to be all the way at the front door for that to go around the back, unless you guys are going to try to circle around the house.
Let's circle around the house.
Okay. Are you being sneakers?
Yeah, I'm a snake in the bushes.
Roll a sneaky sneak check.
I could be a Black Panther. They can really sneak.
4.
That's 20. I'm a shadow. I'm a shadow.
And I'll just roll.
I'm just the noisiest person.
10.
I rolled a 4.
10 plus...
Oops.
24.
I rolled a 4. I'm rolling it, even though I know for sure it's got to stay 4.
Should I use my sneaky pass without trace?
You could cast Pass Without Trace if you wanted and make you all a whole lot sneakier. Everybody would get to add an extra 10.
So that means I would have 34 stealth.
I'd have 14.
If you cast Pass Without Trace, the Pumpkin Man will have an 11 on his stealth check.
Okay, we're doing pass without trace, okay?
Do you want to describe what it looks like? How does that make everybody look and sound or whatever to make them more sneaky?
It makes them that makes them wear a black mask, but there's eye holes.
Like a ninja mask?
And they can breathe.
Okay. And
they're wearing a black hoodie and black pants and black shoes,
hoodies.
black boots. Yes, you're wearing
So
hoodies,
it's
so you have
I just
one.
turned into a
it
shadow.
helps everybody blend in with all the big shadows from a fire that's dying out from where everybody had their party.
I
after
take
the
off
play.
my mask. I don't like that.
It's not a real mask.
A
It
hypothetical
makes
mask.
you blend in with the shadows. Makes you very hard to see. So with that addition, you guys are much sneakier, even though the Pumpkin Man is not particularly sneaky and bumps into some trees and stuff, apparently. But when you get around the side of the house, because you're pretty well hidden among some of the nearby trees, you see somebody before they're able to see you. And you see this man. He is wearing an apron. It's made out of leather, and it's covered in either oil or blood. It's hard to tell because it's really dark. He also has very sweaty hair, just all like plastered to the top of his head. He's got a light beard and a big couple of tools tucked in his belt. There's a cleaver. There's something that looks like a wrench, maybe.
Oh, are we with him yet?
With Corin? Yeah, you guys have been traveling together and resting together for a few hours.
So, hi, Corin.
This is a stealth mission.
I say quietly.
This is a stealth mission.
You watch the guy close a big cellar door into the ground that looks like it goes into the basement of this house.
There must be a man with pigeons in there.
And
Boom.
then he walks to toward the scrapyard, which is on the opposite side of the house from where you guys are now. What do you want to do?
I say we check out the cellar.
I say that I will run over there with them, and I will put a big piece of metal over us, even the pumpkin man.
I say that we should not do it. Because that guy had a huge knife. Are you crazy?
What guy had a huge knife? The pumpkin man?
No, the guy that was just there.
Mooch.
Also,
Mooch?
I think.
Mooch.
Also, we have to destroy those rocks.
You know his name?
We
His
have
name
to.
is Mooch.
We have to destroy the rocks.
Moochy.
Destroy the rocks. Everyone.
Moochie?
No, listen to me. We have to destroy the
His
rocks.
name is Moochie.
Please.
His name is
trust me.
Moochie.
Trust me, we have to destroy the rocks. They're hopping.
You don't see any rocks on this
They're
side
hot
of the
rocks.
house. All the rocks are near the front door because there's a rock garden in front of the house.
I still say we go to the cellar door.
I wish I had a cage.
I'm not going to the cellar door. I'm going to get cleaved by that cleaver.
Oh! Wait, I have a trap. I could trap one of the hot rocks. I could trap all of the hot rocks.
Why are you trying to attack the hot rock?
I'm not gonna attack them. It's a trap. So I'll have them in a little cage.
Okay, well, I need to know what you guys are going to do. There are basically a couple of options right now. You could try to go to the front door where the rocks are. You could try to go into the cellar. You could try to follow the guy into the scrapyard. You could decide you're going to go home and we end the one shot. You'd go look for your parents.
Let's go. Let's just go into the hut.
I say cellar. If we go through the cellar, we can most likely sneak in better.
We can most likely be sneaked up upon.
Yeah, but if
Someone
we go
can
through the
sneak up
cellar,
on us and we'll get a surprise attacked.
so what?
We'll die.
I'm an elf and I can see very well in the dark.
I'm a human. I play music for a living.
You can follow
That
me.
is
When
my
you say that, the
job.
pumpkin man strums the lute on your back with a discordant blum.
Here, take a picture of yourself. I drew.
He takes out a rock and holds it out for a selfie.
Here. Look.
No, I
drew
literally
you.
drew a picture.
No, I literally drew a picture.
Oh my gosh. You guys' pictures are great.
I got nothing. Mine's
Emmy's
better.
Emmy's is
Mine's
funny.
better. I got
Alright,
nothing.
let's get on with the cannon.
Okay, cellar door.
No, just,
He wants
oh,
to
we gotta
decide-
split up.
What do you want to do, Emmy?
We should
What's
split
your
up.
plan?
I say they do. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No, we'll split. I'm gonna go in
You mean
the
boulder, parchment,
top
shears?
part.
Yes. Boulder,
Yeah.
parchment, shears. Go. Okay, you guys.
No, I'm just going through the front.
Boulder,
Allie goes
parchment,
through-
shears.
Oh, the ranger goes through
I'll
the
go
cellar.
through the chimney.
What? No, that's not a good idea. You
No, there's
burn
no
to
fire.
death.
There's no fire.
Also, it's a small chimney.
You do see smoke coming out of the chimney.
Ow!
Yeah, but I drew it.
I wanted to go in there. I could go in the air vents.
This
There's
is
no-
a
there's no
medieval
air vents.
campaign.
No air vents.
Are there any holes in it?
Just go through the front door with me, so I'm
there's
less
some
likely to
windows.
die.
I'm not going through the basement. Are they kind of broken?
They are shuttered.
Shuttered?
They're covered with wood doors, like shuttered shut.
Well, I might be able to open it.
No, Mrs.
You
Druid,
might.
just
If I
please
turn into a
come.
monkey.
No, Druid, please come with me, so I'm less likely to die.
Okay.
I can see the dark of the basement.
Also, I might be murdered by hot rocks without you.
I like hot.
He's scared
Alright.
of pop rocks.
Are you staying with them, or are you going to the front door?
I'm going to the basement.
So you're splitting the party?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
coming with
always
him
a
so
good
he doesn't
idea.
die.
Okay. I guess the pumpkin man
Goes with
is
Allie.
gonna go with Sarah toward the basement.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sarah.
yay, my new best friend.
All right.
And also, he's carrying a dead frog, isn't he?
As you approach, what's your approach to the front door? What are you doing? You just walking up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to knock and
Okay.
ask if you can
Well,
come
actually,
in?
first I knock.
Before you
Actually, I hide under the porch and catch my hand and do a knock.
And
Okay.
I'm hiding with him.
So there's a very small, like our front deck, just a tiny little square. And you go around the side to go under this deck. And when you do, the garden, all the stones in the garden start going like this. And then
No.
hop rocks spring out,
I cast
indistinguishable
shadow.
from the
I cast Shadow.
ground around
die.
them. I need you to roll initiative first.
I will cast Shadow and it's AoE.
No, you first you
I
will
could
roll
have done
initiative.
trap.
Well, when I
No, we'll see. We'll
I
see.
could have done trap. That
the
costs
rocks,
no
don't get
magic.
shadowed by
I have a
Shadow.
trap. It costs no magic.
21.
Emmy, roll initiative.
9. Plus... I don't see initiative.
Are you, when you see them go to the front door, or are you headed straight around the back at the same time?
She said it's really wrong.
I climb a tree first to see what's going on.
All right, roll initiative then too, just in case you end up wanting to do anything.
18.
What was yours, Corin?
21.
He actually rolled a 19, but he has a plus, and I don't even know where the initiative is on mine.
What's your dex plus?
Oh, I have plus
Actually-
5, so 18 plus 5.
2. Okay, dex
Wait,
plus
you
2.
got 18 plus 5?
So,
Yeah.
11.
Oh, I have 11.
Sarah got a 23.
And I have an
Okay,
11.
Ranger always
Just
goes
up in the
first.
tree.
I have 11. I have 11.
I rolled good initiative.
The pumpkin man.
Mine's upside down.
Yeah, they're all upside down.
It don't matter. The pumpkin man's okay.
They're all upside down if I put them on from this side. You can't put them on right side up, because if you flip them, they're still upside down. You'd have to go. I can't get them from the other side. All right.
Kaka.
What?
Otto.
All right, Sarah, you're hanging
Go,
upside.
Coco.
You're hanging upside down in the tree. You watch them sneak. You can see everything from up here. You can see the guy digging around in the. You can see the guy digging around in the scrapyard. You can see the two of them starting to go under the stairs when a bunch of rocks just whoosh, lash out toward them.
And I'm just like, oh well, they chose that way.
Is that it? That's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Corin.
I cast Shadow.
I messed this paper up.
They're gonna get they're just all gonna get destroyed. It's a second level spell.
What's the matter, Emmie? Go ahead. Hold on.
I know they're very weak. They don't have a lot of health. And I can do a lot of damage with Shadow.
Yeah, but the person. Wait a second. How do we know that
You also know Shatter's really loud.
Your
Right?
secret girlfriend who has the ring.
At least I won't get killed by it.
Oh, the thing's still going, and I said. your
Alrighty,
secret
I gotta roll
girlfriend.
some
Spell saves.
spell save. Is that kind of thunder damage?
It's yeah. Also, it's disadvantage because it says
is I guess
rocks and stuff
guess
have
what's in here.
disadvantage.
So I guess what's in
They don't have disadvantage, but they're vulnerable to thunder damage. They're actually elementals. They're not technically rocks.
If they're made of rocks, that means they'll get destroyed.
That's why they have resistant or vulnerable to thunder damage.
Is that?
All right.
What do you think is in this
Con?
folder?
What's your DC?
14.
All right, 3 pass and 2 fail. Roll your damage.
Okay, so okay, let me read this. 1. Okay, so I roll terribly. That's 7.
Well, 2 of them take 14 then.
Yes. And the other takes 7.
What's happening now?
Corin just cast Shatter, which made a huge noise. And the rocks, some of them had stuff fly off of them, but they're all still alive. There are 5 of them running toward you. When there was that big shattering sound, the pumpkin man puts his hands over his ears and goes, "Mm."
And I just say,
What the heck are you doing?
And do you want to move or anything, Corin, or do anything else?
Can I do something?
It'll be your turn in a moment.
Okay.
"What about my turn?"
You didn't do anything on your turn. You stood up in the tree.
I give Bardic Inspiration. So basically, I just boom.
Who did you give it to?
Of course. The
Okay.
druid.
Coco, you get to add this to a roll when you roll a d20 sometime.
Thank you.
Okay? All right.
Thank you.
The pumpkin man doesn't know what he's supposed to do, so he's just holding his ears and yelling. You can now see also, Sarah, that with that sound, the guy in the scrapyard is on high alert and looking in that direction.
Snipe him. You gotta snipe him, Allie.
We don't
All
know
right.
if he's evil. Look.
Look. Look, Allie.
Coco,
Look at the
your turn.
initiative bar. Enemy 2.
It's your turn, Coco. There's 5 of these rocks jumping out toward you guys.
Oh. Can I do a little bit of multiple things? Wait, how many rocks?
5.
Wait, are there any... Are other rocks jump? Are those the last ones alive?
Those are the only ones that seem to be moving around that you can see.
Oh, I grab my trap and I get them in it. All 5.
You can try to trap one of them.
Why can't I trap all 5? Oh,
That would be OP.
I grab my rope and turn it into a lasso, and then I lasso each one into the cage.
You can only get one on a turn.
Yeah, you can only... You have to do the whole turn tying the lasso.
You can try to get one in
Yeah,
the
I'm
trap.
just gonna tie a lasso. So I'm gonna change my rope into
Ember, you
lasso.
cannot lasso the rocks, but you can try to get one into your trap.
Okay, I trap one.
All right, roll either a strength or a dexterity.
She's stronger. And also... Okay, add this, maybe.
+3.
She got...
plus
She got...
3.
So that's a 14.
All right, well, I had a 12, so it was good you used that inspiration. But you have trapped one of the rocks.
And now you get a pet rock.
And it's poof, you can hear it bouncing against the trap on the inside. So you think if you open the trap to try to catch another, this one will get out. Okay? All
I'd say
right.
throw it in the lake.
Does that end your turn, Coco?
It's a rock.
All right.
it.
The rocks turn. The one stuck in the cage, so he doesn't do anything. 2 take leaping slams at Corin.
I just made a noise.
Why do I roll that dice? I can't see it. It's so weirdly colored. 13 and 15.
My one was 13.
So they both hit? Oh boy. It's gonna be a short night, guys.
I'm not a tank!
You take 12 bludgeoning damage.
I'm at half health!
You messed with the hop rocks. They were there to scare you away from the front door, but no. You had to take them on. Not only that, you cast Shatter, and now there's a new guy on the initiative. 2 more at you.
I gotta get out of here!
It's,
I'm running!
it's Halloween. Everyone can die. 6 and 16 to hit.
Oh.
Do 6 or
I bring
6.
out my torch and light
No,
it.
you don't do nothing. You get hit by rocks. Do 6 or 16 hit you. What's your AC? Top left.
14.
Top left.
14.
1 hits you with a leaping slam. Ooh, max damage. 11 damage. No, 9 damage.
27 minus 9 is...
Ooh, that hurts.
18?
Yeah, that's a third of your damage.
I'm just sitting here at 31.
Just watching from a tree.
Help!
Sarah, it's your turn.
Help us!
Shoot an explosive arrow.
I just wander into the basement.
What is wrong with you? I'm dying here and you're checking out a basement. What is wrong with you? I'm gonna die, no rock.
Okay.
I did snot, boy.
Oh my god.
What about your best friend? I leave you behind.
You know that they are probably going to die if you do that. And she is your friend. Are you sure that's what you want to do?
I keep going to the basement, thinking that maybe I can go through the front door to get them in.
Okay. Into the basement. You can make it to the basement, get it open, and look down on this turn. You can see there's a bunch of tools and parts and metal and workbenches and halfway built robots, maybe, or corpses being put back together like Frankenstein. Ember.
I'm just like,
I'll walk through here.
All right,
is
well,
my
next turn you
flashlight.
can if you want.
wow, that's a lot of blue.
Corin,
Dash.
you're going to get 2 attacks of opportunity at you from the Hop Rocks. If you
Oh, I actually have a way to defend against that too. So dash.
You're going to dash?
Yeah. I have to.
Where are you dashing to? Well, let's see what the attacks do first.
I'm dashing away.
That's a D12, not a D20.
Dashing.
Natural 1 and a natural 1. Look at that. A purple and white natural 1s.
Oh, I guess I didn't have to use shield.
Nope. That's crazy.
Yes!
All right. Well,
And they fall down on the ground in shadow or something.
well, they smash into the porch. Where were you headed again?
The opposite direction. Just like it's. Here's the front
Are you
door.
headed toward the
Can I follow him
the
without
woods,
using my turn?
the scrapyard, or the basement? I'll give you
Zay,
some
can you bring
options.
me
Which
with
direction?
you?
Woods,
Just
scrapyard,
pull
basement.
me with you.
Woods.
Pull me with you.
What's
I don't
the
want to
woods?
use my turn to do
I
that.
can't.
Pull me with you.
I'm not strong. I have 10 strength.
The pumpkin man,
I need that in it.
I guess, is following
And
Sarah.
strength.
And he looks nervous, but he shuffles in behind you, starts going down the stairs with you. Okay? Coco, it's your turn.
Yes.
There's 2 rocks nearby to you that just bounced off you after doing their leaps. What do you want to do? There's also 2 only about 5 or 10 feet away from...
Turn into a hot rock.
Dun,
You can. Can she do that?
Technically they're elementals, but this is kind of fun, so okay, sure.
I'm gonna go get my... I just found a little paper crumble. That's me.
That's you. Okay,
This
good.
is me.
It's very lifelike. What do you want to... Okay, that's your action. You're a rock. I mean a hop rock.
What is they gonna think of her now?
Okay. Now the guy comes around the corner.
I think.
The guy who has the knife comes around the corner, and all he sees
It's hot rock.
are Hop Rocks just jumping around. And he kind of goes like this. Oh, just the Hop Rocks. Back to the scrapyard he goes.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Be thanking
He's
yourself.
back off the board for now. And it is
You're welcome.
the Rock's turn. They are not very fast, are they?
Yeah.
No.
They're not.
They're not going to be able to catch up to Corin at all. So they just find this new rock and start licking it. Like, is it the real? Is it the real rock? And I need Emmie. I need you to roll a deception check.
Yeah, because
And it's the most important deception check of your little druid's life. And I think you add 0 to deception checks.
15
Hey!
plus,
It was plus your charisma.
plus 2.
Oh, you have a 2 charisma? Oh, 17? You taste like a hop rock. You did it right. All right. Excellent. They think, okay, everything's cool, and they settle themselves back in among the rocks. All right, Sarah.
Let's take the basement.
What you doing now? You headed down the basement?
I don't think we're still in
A hot
battle.
rock starts.
All right.
I smell
blood
but it looks
everywhere.
a little bit different.
Are you sneaking or what? Are you going fast? What are you doing?
They
Going quick. I don't like the stairs.
All right, so you get in. You see that there are stairs going up across the way that you could try to bolt for if you want. What's your passive perception? What do you add to a perception roll?
Perception 3.
So your passive is 13. All right. As you start running across the room, you get, even with your dark vision, it's so dark down here without a torch or anything, that you start stepping among a bunch of rats. And they all start crawling over to try and bite you. I gotta roll them into the initiative.
A rat king?
Papa, you had to put a rat king in.
There's no rat. I didn't say rat king. I said rats.
There will be a rat king.
How do you know? But it's still your turn. You get about halfway in, and you feel that you're surrounded by rats. You even step on one, and it almost twists your ankle.
I keep running as quick as I can without him.
You keep running?
Yeah.
All right, they're going to try to attack you as you go by, all right? So I need to find their stat block, because I didn't have the basement open, because you guys were outside fighting Hop Rocks. Now I need to find Swarm of Rats, which is basically a rat king.
So we were correct.
Rats or bats?
Rats. 20 to hit.
This is what my hot rock looks like. For some reason, I'm blue.
Hot rock.
Ooh,
The Hop
I'm
Rock.
rolling high tonight, guys. 7 piercing damage.
Oh, I get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not gonna help her.
So 31 minus
this is
7.
what
I look like.
24.
We're not helping her.
Papa, can we pretend hot rocks look like this?
No.
Sure.
They look like little
All right, but
hamburgers.
you make it out of there, Swarm, and to the door.
I mean, this is a hawk.
When you get to the door, this is the end of your
No,
turn.
this is.
Shh. Listen. Listen, one at a time.
Important.
You run through there. You get out of the way of the rats. You get up the stairs with all of your movement. When you get to the door, you don't see a door handle. All right? Now it is Corin's turn.
I'm just chilling out.
You're just hanging out in the woods?
Yes.
Wow, you guys are a great team.
I don't even know she's under attack.
The pumpkin man goes down the stairs and does the same thing, runs through the rats, and then turns around to try to defend Sarah and guard the stairs so the rats can't come up. That's his turn. Coco, you're a rock. What do you want to do?
I start jumping on Zay.
Mm-mm.
I know. You know what knew me. I'm 60 feet away.
I start hopping to the basement.
Okay, you're going to move kind of slow as a rock, but if you dash, you could get to the top of the stairs. Okay? And that'll be your turn.
Okay.
All right, so
Where's Dash?
it's just a thing that anybody can do.
Okay, I dashed.
Okay. Now it is the rat's turn. The rats run up the stairs and try to bite the pumpkin man. And they hit, I think.
What did they get?
I don't have enough things to have them all open at the same time. Oh yeah, they hit. 6 points of damage to the pumpkin man. He's looking pretty hurt.
He's gonna kill the pumpkin man will die? Well, if the pumpkin man dies, then we don't have to do anything.
Alright, then it is...
Let it die! Let it die!
With your passive perception, you see just a hand crawling across the workbench in the direction of the stairs. It's your turn. What do you want to do? You're at the door, but you don't see a handle. You've got rats climbing up the stairs and swarming over the pumpkin man. A crawling hand coming for you, and your friends are nowhere to be seen. What do you do?
I quickly keep feeling for a door handle.
Make an investigation check.
Do you have a grenade?
2.
You're feeling
It feels like a door.
feeling a flat surface of the door, and
There's a rat in the butt.
you can't figure out how to get out.
We could run through the rats and run into the crawling hand. I don't want to do that.
Just
All
gonna
right,
smash
Corin.
down the door.
Corin, what do you want to do?
Corin, go through the front door and save me.
Why should he when you just left him?
I'm just sitting down. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just waiting. Actually, I'm
I'm at the top of the stairs.
I'm
and I
actually
just
gonna
squeak
move
for
towards
Corin.
the porch, actually.
Towards the front porch?
Yeah.
How close are you getting?
I'm just using stealth to go.
I'm just using squeak.
I'll just sneak like 30 feet closer.
Okay.
And I'll
Roll a
just,
stealth check.
Okay.
Stop it, Emmie.
Okay, 18.
Who the heck is that?
All right, you're being pretty stealthy. The pumpkin man is next. He's going to try to attack the rats with his shovel. He hits. Crushes 5 rats,
Yay!
but there are still a lot of rats. All right, Coco, you are a rock at the top of the stairs. And
Can you crush
Oh,
the
get them
hand?
away from me or something.
you
Crush the hand.
Do a rock blade.
I guess you can see what's going on. I don't have anything on here about eyes.
Wait, I start calling all of the hot rocks, and then everyone hears rattling.
Roll a persuasion check.
This is so much role playing right now.
7
Your
plus
charisma.
9.
All right. What's the hot rock's gonna roll a wisdom against a 9?
Stop.
That's a 9 minus 1 on their wisdom. Here come the hop rocks. Ba-dong, ba-dong. Okay. Put that down.
Emmy's gonna save me.
You just see, as you're looking, like, I can't find the doorknob. You look across and there's a rock that goes, and then a whole bunch of other rocks. They're not there yet. But I gotta put them, now they're Li4. Boom. The hop rocks all appear at the top of the stairs.
Oh,
and
we got allies.
It is
Pog.
the rats' turn.
Yeah.
The rats hear the sound of the trumpet, and they're gonna leave off from the pumpkin man to go off and try to fight the rocks in a battle worthy of Ray Harryhausen. The pumpkin man takes an attack of opportunity and misses the rats. The rats are all gonna bite at the hop rocks, including Emmie, though,
Help!
because she's in the front, so they're gonna bite at her.
Okay, you have to do a hot rock slam.
All right, that hits the hop rocks, Emmie. Write down in your animal form right now that your current health is now...
19.
No, it's not. From a hop. It was, though. That was the max for a hop rock. Now it's 16.
Okay. You get into
I'm just
Oh no, they're resistant. 18. They're resistant to rat bites. The rats are crying about their teeth now. Alright, the crawling hand, though, has crawled across some of the railings on the wall and up near the door with you, Allie.
draw a dagger.
And it's going to try to get ya. With a natural 17, I think it's going to hit. Where is crawling hand? I have to get another page open here. Is it on the zombie page or is it on a different page? Is it on its own crawling hand page? I don't remember. I think it's on its own. It's C. Oh, no, not demons, not cloakers. Crawling hand.
Bog.
That is a 20 to hit, Allie. And it deals 4 bludgeoning damage as it starts crushing into your shoulder right here. And it's latched on onto your collarbone.
So now I'm at 20 HP.
Yep. And it is your turn.
I just keep feeling for a doorknob while screaming and
Roll
trying to
another
get
investigation check.
You gotta get it on.
it off. 9.
Okay. Plus anything? It's under intelligence.
Plus 0.
Okay. Well, that's still enough. So, as long as it wasn't minus anything. The doorknob is right in the middle of the door. and it's invisible. But it's there. You grab it, open the door.
And run for it.
Okay, you have some movement. You run, the hand is still on your shoulder.
I relax.
But you open up into a hallway, and it has 3 open doorways that it could go to. One just looks like a closet, one looks like the kitchen, and one looks like a living room or a sitting room type area. Which way are you headed?
Living room.
I'm gonna try and peek out the front door and check
You can see the front door is in the living room.
Yeah, I go to the front door and
Okay, you're not going to make it quite that far.
No.
But you start heading into that room, and you see some stairs that go upstairs, and you see a little squat robot-looking guy with a round silver tray, and he's holding it up against his chest. And he's just kind of rocking. And he's standing between the
He's sad.
door and the stairs.
He's sad.
He's worried.
All right.
He's depressed.
Corin, it's your turn.
Now that the hot box are gone, I'm gonna.
That's true, that you just watched them all run away for some reason. You don't know why.
I clap. And then just
You were already halfway to the door. So.
Yes. Draw my sword and go inside.
All right, the door is locked.
I stab the doorknob.
It doesn't do anything. It's a doorknob. It's made of metal.
It's a short. I have a short sword.
Are you trying to break the whole doorknob off?
Can I find a
Yeah.
hairpin in
All
the
right, make an
dungeon?
attack.
Can I find a hairpin
Okay.
in the dungeon?
Maybe
Cellar.
you can look around.
Okay. The only
I'm
way I
looking
can fail
around.
this is if I get a natural 1. I got a 5. I got a 7.
I mean, you hit it, but it's not enough to really do any damage to it.
But I
The
can
angle
roll
you-
damage.
No, I mean, it bounces off harmlessly against the doorknob. You don't hit it at the right angle. Okay. The pumpkin man, now seeing the door open, he's going to run over to you and try to pull that crawling hand off of your shoulder and throw it.
Oh, I just realized.
He does. So
I can use motion to open and unlock the door.
he takes the hand off and he wings it across the room, and it bounces off that serving tray that the other little squat guy is holding. And he kind of sits up at attention and goes, and he starts walking toward you guys now. So I gotta put somebody new with the initiative. Oh. Okay. I don't know who all these people mean. Coco, it's your turn. Coco! What do you want to do? You're surrounded by rats and friend rocks.
Rock slam.
And you saw her go up the other stairs and into the next room.
I want to go looking. I'm going behind my friend. If my friends are around me and the rats are around my friends on the outside,
Mm-mm.
on the inside, am I on the inside?
They're trying to bite you. The rats are trying to bite you right now.
Oh, I start running out, and then I'm outside of my friend rocks, and they're going in to attack the rats, and
Okay.
I'm also looking for a hairpin. Why?
You know what's
They
weird?
lock doors.
You know what? Hold on.
You don't
First-
need a hairpin.
First, the rats bite you.
I can get out. I can open the door myself.
The rats bite you and deal, would be 8, reduced to 4 damage on your animal form, Emmy.
4?
Mm-hmm.
That's OP.
This is just on my hop rock form.
It's on the front, on your animal form. You've lost another 4
My
points.
bird thing?
You should be down to 14 now.
I'm just doing it on this.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you're doing it somewhere. Make an investigation check. There's lots of junk down here. You might find something that would work. So roll a
Okay.
d20 and add your intelligence.
I don't really need
3,
a hairpin.
but I actually kind of ran into this. So can I roll again?
Sure.
Yes, 5. Bigger.
Plus your intelligence.
Wait, what's she looking for?
Oh, can I use my wisdom, because that's like intelligence.
Mm-mm.
Plus 4. 9.
Wisdom and intelligence.
Your intelligence isn't +4, I don't think.
What
It
is
is.
she looking for again?
Point. Save 4.
No, not your save.
No.
Oh. -1.
Okay. There's no hairpins, but the weird thing is you feel something stuck to your belly. You can't grab it, though, because all you have is a tongue and feet.
Oh, I grab it with my tongue.
Fine, make a sleight of tongue check.
I don't need a hairpin. I know how to
11.
unlock it.
Let her do what she wants to do.
11. 11.
All right, and you add 1 to that, so that's 12. You stick your tongue around to the bottom of your belly and pull out a key. There was a key hiding under one of the hop rocks.
I slurp it in my mouth.
And it happened to be...
Why do I need that?
I'm holding it in my mouth.
Okay.
So I'm just going to write it in my bag.
Sure. All right. Ally 4. Who is that?
The hot rocks.
That's the Hop Rocks. They're going to try to fight the rats. There's 4 of them. Oh, man, these rats are going to be in trouble. Some acid damage. Oh, man. Where'd my Hop Rock stat block go? Why'd I fold it up? What kind of damage do they do? Pretty good damage. All right. Not great. Okay, there's only like 5 rats left. And it is the the rats' turn. They're just fighting back against those hoppy rocks. They only do half damage now because the swarm's really thinned out. So they bite one of the hop rocks, but it don't kill any of them, even though he's already been shattered, because the rat's teeth don't do a whole lot on him. Now, that little guy with the tray goes running for you, Allie. He's going to try to bash you with that silver tray. Okay? Natural 1. He slips on the crawling hand on the ground and flies up into the air. Pratt falls onto his butt, and then the tray comes down. Boom! Ow.
Ow!
And deals 1 damage to him. Okay.
I just stand there with that so for a second.
Now it's...
Sarah's turn.
Yeah, he hurt himself on his own turn. I'm like, how is that? It's back to you. He fell down right in front of you.
Stab him.
I walk over to the door and unlock it. And
With what?
There's a homicidal robot in
there's
front of you.
always like a little lock thing right there.
No, it needs a key on either side.
I check the tray man.
You checked the tray man? He's trying to grab you. He's not dead. All right.
I punch him in the face.
You have a short sword, don't you? All rangers have short
I
swords.
just want to punch him.
Bang!
Go ahead.
You're gonna get broken knuckles.
I punch him
Punch
in
him.
the face.
Roll a d20.
I rolled a 16.
That hits.
I give him a bloody nose.
But you only deal 1 damage for punching. So you punch this. You can see, like, when he fell, his helmet fell off, and he's got a zombie face too. So he's not a robot. They're pretending to be robots, but they're actually zombies on
I'm
the
just like,
inside.
oopsies.
All right, does that end your turn?
No, I'm going to check his pocket.
Go ahead, I'll let you, because you would get a bonus action attack offhand. Since
I
you
got
didn't
19.
I got 19.
He doesn't have a key in his pocket,
But a hot rock does.
but he does... Let's see what he has. Does he have anything useful? No, not really. But with that investigation check, you see that there's a picture in the room, and it has the lady who you're looking for. It has her on it in a portrait, and it has the guy who went out into the field, and they're standing next to each other like they're in love and it's their wedding. Except for he's wearing an apron covered in blood or oil, and she looks like she's asleep in the picture. Okay.
Maybe he hypnotized her.
Corin,
I use mage hands to unlock the door.
you can't unlock it. There's
Oh,
no
yes!
key.
Yes, it is. Mage hand cantrip. The hand can manipulate an object, open an unlocked door. That's one
An
of the things.
unlocked
Oh.
door. Well, what did you score on your reading comprehension? 99th percentile.
Okay, I bash into the door.
All right, the DC's going to get higher each time you try and fail, but give it a shot.
Alright,
Make an
no
attack.
strength. So team!
Is that with your attack bonus?
I mean, I was bashing. Like,
Oh,
With
just
my
trying to run into the door?
yeah.
Boom! You see the front door rattle from where you are. But it doesn't give way, it's a sturdy door.
I just stare and I'm like,
Okay. That's Corin's turn. The Pumpkin Man's gonna try to bash the guy laying on the ground since he was trying to fight with you.
Bash door.
And he gets advantage because he's prone. That one will hit. They both hit with natural 11s. Not great rolls, but good enough. Plus. Okay. He's looking pretty hurt, that butler guy, but he's still alive. And it is Coco's turn. Coco, what you doing? You're in the basement now. I didn't expect to do this whole house at once.
since we split up, this happened.
It's funny.
Don't know what to do.
Attack the
You
rats.
can run up. You
I
can,
go in my mouth because that's my bag right now,
Uh-huh.
and pull out and I just eat a fruit from inside my mouth.
You eat a fruit?
Yes, that's all I do. I don't know what to do.
You attacked the rat.
Well, she's not near the rat. She's in the basement. But you saw Sarah go up the stairs. And the
Oh,
Pumpkin
I
Man go up the
follow her.
stairs.
I follow her.
And eat a fruit.
Yeah,
kind of fruit?
You could do both.
What kind of fruit?
an apple. I have lots of fruits.
Okay.
You choke on the salmon die.
How do you make the infinite number? I have infinite.
It looks like kind of like glasses on its. You know,
It's double zero.
It's like a sideways 8.
It's a double zero.
Okay, you get up the stairs and you see the Pumpkin Man beating a butler with a shovel. And you also see Sarah looking at a picture. Alright, it is now the Pop Rock's turn. Okay, they kill the rats. I can take the rats off of here. And then the Hop Rocks are going to return to the front garden because they're not following you around for a
Oh, no!
But they can't go yet. There'll be a couple turns before they get there. So don't worry. Yeah, worry. Okay, the butler stands up. And he's like, And he picks his tray up, and he guards his face with it.
Okay, he's scared. Don't attack him.
And he's basically just cowering there, like, okay, don't hurt me, and I'll leave you alone. And it is your turn, Sarah.
I throw him into a room and lock the door.
Okay, you can throw him into the kitchen? No, there's the closet has a door on it. And that was right next to this room. So make an athletics check.
Oh, I also have plus 8 plus 2. I got 10.
Well, I think I beat you. I got a 14. He's just too strong. You try to push him, and he just turtles under the tray. And you keep pushing the tray into his face, but he doesn't move.
Wait, have I mentioned that my character does not know that she can transform?
No, you. Well, yeah, you do know because she was an owl in the woods. You saw her transform.
No,
Or a crow.
I saw a crow transform into an owl. That doesn't prove anything.
And it is now Corin's turn.
Snot boy.
I'll also give you this. What's your passive perception?
15.
You see the butcher guy walking back toward the basement.
Oh my.
Are you gonna scream through the door?
You think he might see you if you don't take some sort of action to prevent him from seeing you. Because he's sort of got to walk past where he can see the front porch.
I'm not going under the porch again. What spells? I don't have any spells that'll help me. How far is he?
Well, he's walking sort of in your direction, so you could catch him when he gets to a certain distance if you want.
No, I mean, how far away from me?
Right now, he's like 50 feet away. He might get to within 30 feet before he turns for the basement.
So I'm actually gonna get the mage hand to float on the opposite direction, so he'll chase after it and not see me.
Sure, roll
I have.
deception check?
Yes.
Yeah, you are a bard.
13. What? 13. That's
Natural 1.
okay. Whatever. Bard skills 100.
Huh? You hear him say, I need that. That's the hand for my robot. How did it get out of the basement?
Oh, that's the thing that the pumpkin man threw on the
Yeah,
floor.
he thinks it's that. He thinks it's the crawling hand from the basement. And you have it just kind of crawling along the ground, and he's like trying to get to it. Okay, nice move.
Yes, I love cantrips.
All right, and it is now the Pumpkin Man's turn.
We'll play.
He's going to try to push the guy into the closet when he sees you trying to do that. So, Pumpkin Man will be
Copying
He
me.
is strength.
he's stronger than that natural 1 that the butler rolled. So he pushes him in the closet, and he tries to close the door, but there's no room for the butler really in there. So he just slams the door onto the butler, and the tray pops him in the face, and he falls like unconscious down onto the ground with cartoon little birdies going above his head.
I'm just gonna draw a robot with birds over his head.
But I think that means that for once tonight, we can be out of the initiative order. Because there's no immediate threat at the moment. You'll only have, well, that's not entirely true. Because the hop rocks, the next thing you see, Corin, are the hop rocks come around the corner now.
Oh no!
Thankfully, they're kind of slow, so they won't get to the porch until next turn. But they are making a beeline for you. So I guess we have to stay in the initiative for now. All right, and it is Coco's turn. Coco.
Oh, I got the best idea.
What do you want to do, Coke? Coco, that's you. What do you want to do? You're now up there with the Pumpkin Man and Sarah in the living room.
I just go cuddle with the pumpkin man.
Okay.
You're whack. You're a wacko.
And I give him a fruit.
Okay, you open your mouth.
And
Give him a fruit.
I unroll my tongue, and it has a fruit on it.
A fruit and a key, you notice, Sarah.
I'm like, give me the key. Give me the key.
You have to grab it.
I grab the key.
And the pumpkin
Okay,
man grabs the
roll a
fruit.
Constitution saving throw, Sarah. Sarah, roll a Constitution saving
There. Very fair. 30.
Okay, you take Emmie, roll a d8 and add 1. Emmy, roll a d8 and add 1.
My name is not Emmie.
D8. A d8.
What is a D8?
That one that you're touching.
A 6.
Uh-oh. You take 7 acid damage. The key is covered in acid from inside of the
7.
thing's mouth.
7.
7.
I have 13
It
HP.
burns your hand away. Like, big time.
I thought you were talking about me.
But then you wipe the key off, and that's what starts to burn your skin there and eat through the clothes. But it wasn't quite enough to eat through the metal of the key, you don't think. You think it might still work. All right.
It's time for role playing.
The butler is unconscious.
Not yet.
Sarah, it's your turn.
Wait.
Now you have a key that doesn't have acid on it.
I open the door for Corin so he won't get trampled by hop rats.
All right.
Sorry, but
the door
no.
finally opens.
Okay.
Nah.
I go in the opposite direction. And go out in front of the hot rocks. And can I make a performance check? I just take up my guitar and start playing for them.
I'm just staring at
I
him.
need to do this.
So he doesn't even see the door open.
I need to do this at least
He's
once.
too busy going, what's the perfect song to play for these hop rocks? Yes, please make a performance check. And I will
15.
make a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a 7. But I,
I
get
rolled a
15.
13 minus 1.
I have +8.
Okay, they are about to leap toward you, and they start. And in the middle of their leap, what do you play?
Love and inspiration.
What do you play? No, you're not Corin.
Do 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 do.
Can I scream at Corin?
No.
Okay, and
Yeah,
in
just
the-
play all of them.
then they just settle down into their rock spots. Very content to hear the music. All right.
Then I just slowly start walking into the door frame and then slam the door.
Okay.
And I say,
Now
"Yeah."
all of you, perfect execution.
Oh,
all of you are now in the
turn,
living
it's my
room.
turn.
No, it's nobody's turn right now. Let me describe the living room. Okay?
Okay.
So there's a desk and there's some stairs that go upstairs. There's an exit to this room that goes into the kitchen. There is the closet where the butler is unconscious. There's the door to downstairs. There's a whole lot of papers and books. There's the portrait of Marlaine and the butcher's guy's name is Moochie up on there.
Yeah.
And now it shows Moochie running, like trying to grab something.
Wait.
In the picture.
Papa, the pumpkin man can talk. He said Moochie.
Mm-hmm. So
We need to heal.
he's now in the picture.
Well-
Marlaine is still asleep like she was before, but now Moochie is like reaching down trying to grab something. There's also a lot of knickknacks everywhere, like little tiny ivory birds and ceramic monkeys and really ugly looking little tchotchkes just everywhere. And there's a chair at the desk. There's a wooden rocking chair, and there's a really beat up old leather chair. Okay? So that's what you see. Now, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Can we take a short rest?
No.
We need to so we can heal.
No, I have
Seems
an
a
idea.
little risky to do it in this house.
I pull out my healing
Because
kit
that
and I
butcher
give
guy
it
will be back.
to Allie. It has some medicine in it because she has acid in her.
Ooh, I'm good at medicine. I have +5 on medicine.
Yes, and I give you a healing kit. I'm just gonna.
So I can help Zay.
Roll a medicine check.
Can you do heal?
I can help Zay and
Roll a medicine check. D20.
13
Plus.
+5.
Alright, I'll let you heal some of the acid damage since it wasn't normal damage from an attack. Roll a d4 and add your wisdom modifier.
3 plus 3.
Okay, you can heal 6
That's
by
great.
fixing where the acid was making your skin all messed up. Okay?
Yep. I give me back the kit.
Alright. You don't think you have much time before, because that mage hand will have faded by now. In fact, you see on the picture, Moochie stops reaching down and turns around and starts walking in the other direction.
Okay.
I
Coco,
think
please use heal touch
I think that's magic, and I want to take the painting.
on me.
I want to steal the painting.
I'm hurt.
You want to try to take the painting?
Yeah, because if the girl's
D8.
asleep, it actually is showing when Moochie is
What
doing.
they are doing.
And it shows what she's doing. She's sleeping.
You could pull it out of the frame and take it.
Papa,
Pull
what
it out
are
of
the
the
D8 and put it in a bag
Okay,
and
you've got
Four.
that. Plus your wisdom.
is
5.
Okay?
No, your wisdom's +3. So, yeah.
7.
7 points healed.
Yay!
You're welcome, Zay.
Nice. So what does your heal look like?
My
When you heal somebody, what does it look like?
It glows red.
Okay, neat.
That does
And
not
this is
look
my
good.
healing kit.
Alright, so while you're healing Corin, you watch Sarah and she sort of gets a boost from the pumpkin man to get up above the fireplace and kind of sitting on his shoulder, so he's kind of like, ooh. And you take the picture down out of the frame, throw the frame into the fire, and then what?
Then I think we should make a break for when the butcher gets back. Wait, we should wait until he gets to the basement. And when he's down there, he won't be able to see us run through the front door. So when he's under there, we have to run through the front door and go and find Marlaine.
No, Marlaine's in this house, probably.
She would.
She could be. She's sleeping, and I think this is her house. Why else would she have a photo of herself and a butcher?
Yeah, you think this is probably her house.
Yeah, we gotta
Because this was her land where she had the theater.
Okay.
Maybe
guys,
steal
We
Marlaine.
quickly run around the house, looking in each room to try and find Marlaine.
Well, the only two places you haven't gone yet are the kitchen or up the stairs to the second floor.
Up the stairs.
Yes.
Up the stairs?
Yeah.
All right, what order are you going in?
Me first.
No,
Okay.
me first.
Are you
Totally
still a
not.
rock?
Totally.
Yes.
Okay.
I jump on Allie.
Totally not me first.
No, I'm on your shoulder.
Like,
Okay.
can I go in the middle?
Shove you off.
Yeah, sure.
I want to be in the middle.
I lick you in the face.
So Allie and
Oh, that's dead.
or Sarah and Coco are first. Corin's in the middle, and the Pumpkin Man is dum, dum, up the stairs slowly behind you guys.
So I'm less likely to be destroyed.
When you get to the top of the stairs, there's no door.
What?
It's only like half of a second floor, like a loft. And the first thing the two of you in the front see is a bedroom. You're already like on the threshold of the bedroom, and in it you see
Perception check.
well, hold on. This is what you see. Just from the doorway. Some furniture. There's a nightstand on either side of the bed. There's a dresser with a mirror on it. A chamber pot, washstand, a chest of drawers. And go ahead and make a perception check. The two of you who are in the front. Because you're the only two who can see.
No,
right.
I fall back because I'm slow.
I thought you were riding on Sarah's shoulder.
She pushed me off.
Oh, okay. Well, you're back with the Pumpkin Man.
I
So,
rolled a-
Sarah, you look.
I jump on
rolled a
the
14.
pumpkin man's shoulder.
14? Okay, you can see that in the bed is Marlaine.
I say, Marlaine.
She's facing away from the door. Also with a 14, you see in the mirror that somebody's in there, sleeping in bed. That should be Marlaine, but her face is old, withered, covered in warts.
It's probably the
Kind
bear.
of greenish. Her hair is stringy and gross. She's missing a lot of her teeth. She's got yellow drool coming out of the side of her face.
I say, use your hand, then Corin.
Probably that's a mirror that shows their true identity. So that means she's a witch. Burn her. Wait, if she's a witch, we burn her.
Just that time, you hear the cellar door.
I'd say, quickly break the ring. Find it and break it.
No, we must burn her because she's a witch.
We need to hurry.
Get a torch out, someone.
Okay, I pull out a torch.
Put it on the driest piece of
You
wood
are a
nearby.
rock.
I use flint.
You're a
I
rock.
light it.
You can't do that, right? Unless you don't want to be a rock
Tongue.
anymore. You're not doing all this with your tongue.
Rain
I
tongue.
give him
And
the
all
tongue.
your stuff, all your stuff is covered in acid if you take it out that way. You don't want to do that.
I
But
find.
how do I take it
I
out?
look for
You
a
have to
lighter.
turn back into a girl.
I pick out.
I turn back
I
into
look
a girl.
around for a lighter and
She gives you a torch. She turns back.
No, I
into
have
a-
flint. I have flint.
Yeah.
Now
I
just
have
get
a
a
torch.
torch.
I have a torch and I light it.
The Pumpkin Man goes,
And
and you watch Marlaine start to stir when he makes that noise.
I say, hurry.
like
What are you lighting?
her.
Her!
No, no, no!
You throw the torch in the room?
No.
Yes.
I
Throw
didn't-
the torch in the room.
Okay. So
What?
I threw it in
We
the
need to burn them.
The room starts to go up in flames.
Go, go, go! Get out of here!
I
Run!
jump on
You
Zane's
watch
shoulder
the
because Ali won't
you
let
watch
me
one
on
of the
her.
nightstands start to like that, and it has a big mouth that opens. And a big tongue comes out, and it starts shaking toward you. Yeah, like this, like this, like that mimic pawn.
It's a mimic!
And it's starting to come for you, and it's enough noise as it starts rattling. You see Marlaine start to stir, and when she turns around, the fake visage of the beautiful, handsome woman is gone, and standing before you is a 7.5-foot tall, even though stooped, terrible-looking hag. And she goes, "What are you doing in my house, children?" And you're not a children. And the Pumpkin Man he starts to fall down the stairs. What do you all do?
Cast Cloud of Daggers
I grab
on her bed!
Okay.
I run for it.
I try and stop him.
I run
Stop
for
who?
the pumpkin man from falling down the stairs.
Okay.
I run for it.
You roll your damage for Cloud of Daggers.
Okay, so yeah, Cloud of
Because
Daggers.
that automatically hits.
44.
You, Emmie, roll an athletics check.
1,
Athletics.
4,
This
1,
20.
4, 10.
It's
10
just plus your
slashing.
strength, Emmie.
Okay.
10 slashing damage.
All right, well, I
11
gotta get
plus
her
3.
starting health
14.
first.
And I
14,
and I have to
14.
and I have to concentrate too.
You catch him, Emmie.
Okay. 17.
For what?
The athletics.
To do what?
To run.
You don't need to. You can just run. You don't have to roll to run. You're running, dashing. Where are you dashing?
Downstairs through the front door. We're just dashing. Well, Zay has to stay there to break the ring.
No, I have a Cloud of Daggers. I can retreat. I cast Cloud of Daggers and just.
All right, let's
go
roll
back.
initiative now.
Oh, 20. Not natural, but still 20.
Oh, everything's up here.
I pick up the pumpkin man.
I'm right at
Pick
20.
him up.
Yes, and start running.
How do you pick him up?
He's a 300.
He's a big boy.
So,
Yeah, I got 20.
well, what are we doing?
Initiative.
Do I have initiative? So, in plus 5, 19 plus 5.
Holy
24.
moly. Holy moly, Sarah. Always at the top. Coco, what you got? What's your initiative?
I just roll good.
11.
Plus your initiative. It's up top. In the middle
13.
somewhere. 13. Got it. Oh, yeah, I need the pumpkin man. Oh, that's a good one.
What?
All right, let me write these down. Say's up soon and in the bathroom anyway.
Don't mention that if we're doing it.
He's taking a pee-pee.
Shush.
He's doing a #1 Tinkletown.
No, so Corin runs to the bathroom while we're at it.
Corin uses the chamber pot. Ow, my back. Oh, I can't lean over. Where's I had the pumpkin man's health written down. I can't get this paper. Oh, I pulled my back out. The other day. And where's the pumpkin man? I thought I had his health on this paper. It's on a different
Baba, look.
paper. All right,
That's me as a hop rock.
that's about what I had. That's cute. Sarah, you're first. So what you see, she catches the pumpkin man. You're still right there, Corin over your shoulder.
Wait, what happened?
Well, no, did you run last time? All right, you run out the front door.
I don't care if the butcher sees me. I just keep on running.
Where are you running to? The woods?
I'm running to find Mama.
All right, toward the woods.
Mama?
Corin, when does your Cloud of Daggers do damage? At the start of the other thing's turn?
Yes.
All right, so okay, we'll do that when it's the hag's turn next. So what are you doing now?
I'm still concentrating where I get out of it.
You can still do other stuff while you're concentrating if you want.
Yeah, I'm getting out of there. That's what I'm doing.
You're dashing?
Yes.
Okay. You guys get onto the front porch, or down the stairs, past the front porch, into the field between the house and the woods. That's where you two are now. All right, deal damage at the start of Marlane's turn, please.
Okay, come on, let's get all fours. 2, 1, 1, 3. What was that? 2.
7.
Yeah, 7.
All right, math.
She's getting cut by 500
Math is
daggers.
achieved. All right, now
Doing 7 damage per turn. Well, she's bloody though. I've done like 17 damage with this already. It's effective. It's a 2nd level spell. You must protect me, because I'm like, ooh, I must concentrate on one spell.
Yes, I was speaking in my
she rushes up to the stairs where you, Emmie, Coco, had just finished catching the pumpkin man, so you're turned around, and she attacks you with her long clawed fingernails.
Okay, that Cloud of Daggers did not do much.
Natural 1.
I'm so glad
She's, you
so glad
you
you
reach
rolled
for the
that.
pumpkin man, and because you're being nice and trying to save him, she misses the pumpkin. She misses you, and she falls and does like a tumbersault over the top of Coco and the pumpkin man. Ah! And bang! falls down onto the landing at the bottom of the stairs, taking 5 damage. But now she's between you and the door, Emmie. What do you do?
I jump over her.
You're going to try to jump over her?
Yes.
All right.
That's not
And I
good.
kick her in the head.
Make an athletics. Make a strength check.
19 plus 3.
You leap over the railing so that you don't have to go right by where she's gonna, wait, you wanted to step on her?
On her face.
You jump from the top of the stairs. With your feet on
And
top
I'm
of her
holding
head.
the pumpkin man.
Well, you're not gonna be able to pull him exactly with you. But
I toss him. And then you have to catch the
roll
pumpkin
some
man.
damage.
I have
for
no
me.
strength.
Hey, roll some damage. Emmy, roll some
roll
damage.
magic.
Emmy, whatever your damage is next to your axe. That's not your damage. What do you have next to your the picture of the axe up there?
+4.
No. Next to it.
Staff bow.
Yeah,
1d8 plus 2.
1d8. Roll a 1d8 plus 2.
Ooh. 3 plus 2, 5.
5 more damage to the hag.
She takes.
When you do
She's
that
already
too,
taken 27
just as you
damage.
leap and she goes for you with her claw again to try and make an opportunity attack. Uh-oh. A 20 is gonna hit, right, Emmy?
Yep. Is it nat 20?
No. But it's a lot of damage. 17.
Whoa!
How many health do you have?
As a person,
Yeah.
right now?
6.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the erased. Because we gotta put it back up.
Oh.
27 right now.
Okay, well you take
27.
you take 15. So you're down to 12. Emmy, put 12 in your current. But when she does that, you see the purple ring on her finger as it comes out to slash you.
Break the purple ring.
Now it's the Pumpkin Man's turn. He sees you get slashed.
Let's go for the ring.
Ring.
No.
Break.
Wait,
Purple.
Pumpkin man
Next
will
turn.
smash.
the Pumpkin Man's gonna try to push you out of the front door so that you can get away.
And then he wants to get the purple ring.
Let's see. What did he do?
Get the purple ring. Get the purple ring.
Basically, he
Get
falls
the-
down on top of the hag and starts wrestling with her, and he grapples her to the floor. Okay?
Emmie, while you're at
So
it,
now she's stuck on the floor. But with that big bang onto the floor, Emmie, while you're still in the house, you hear somebody coming up the basement stairs. Probably the butcher.
Pumpkin Man, run!
Sarah. It's your turn.
Alton, run, run.
I shout over to Emmie to get the purple ring as quickly as she can and run for it.
You're still running?
I'm still running, but I scream to Emmie to get the purple
Well,
ring.
you don't
and
see
run.
what's going on with her at all. You're in the woods.
I'm
if
mainly
you're
just
running.
shouting. I'm mainly just shouting, get the ring, get the
Okay, Corin.
What do I have? I'm thinking I will inspire the Pumpkin Man.
Okay. How do you do that? Favorite! Okay. That's
He
your
gets
bonus.
D6.
That's your bonus action.
Oh yeah, I have another action. Well, I am completely out of second level spell slots. I use vicious
amazed.
mockery at the witch.
Alright. I gotta roll a wisdom save. 7.
Yeah, that's half. My spell save DC. Your skin is as green as the school meat, as the school cafeteria's meat.
No, not the cafeteria meat.
Okay, I'm gonna roll psychic damage. Two psychic damage, and she has disadvantage on her next attack.
Yeah, that's the most important part. Because she's about to try to end the Pumpkin Man. Because it's her turn.
He's inspired.
But you just gave her disadvantage. Which is great, because one of the rolls would have been an 18.
Oh!
And the other one is not going to hit.
Oh, that's clutch. That is clutch.
So, she's trying, and she's grappled, and she just can't... She's too distracted about this insult of looking like cafeteria meat. And she's unable to hit the Pumpkin Man. Coco, what do you do?
I just run back back inside, grab the pumpkin man, and start running.
Emmie, the ring!
And I grab the ring and break it.
No, you can't.
No,
Which do you want to grab? The pumpkin man or the ring?
the ring.
Okay.
And
No,
I'll
but
help
that'll
him.
kill the pumpkin man.
If she breaks the ring in time, the pumpkin man will be free.
He'll die. He's just gonna cease to exist.
Well, you're
He's
going to
dead.
grab the ring?
I'm just gonna grab the ring, and I'll control him and say, let him free.
Okay, well, first try to grab the ring.
I-
Roll plus your dexterity bonus.
Right
Mhm.
there. 3 plus her dexterity. Not making it.
I got a 13 for the hag, so you're not able to get it. Sorry.
Say, please try, please
Tell you what,
try.
I forgot to hand them out. I meant to give people inspiration, which means you can do one re-roll. Do you want to do a re-roll?
Yes.
All right. This is a different kind of inspiration, but
She got 9.
no, it's still not going
It's
to make it.
But
I got
it's
a
11.
I got a 13.
You re-roll.
No, I don't have to re-roll. All right, you're unable to do it. All right. The pumpkin man. Because the hag just had a turn and she saw that the pumpkin man was against her, the pumpkin man looks over at you with the saddest face, Emmie. And he's going to try to resist swinging his shovel at you. So he's going to make a wisdom save with that inspiration and see if he can resist taking a swing
she's
at you.
My inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah, the inspiration you gave
controlling
him.
Yeah, I mean,
He got a...
I inspired
What's her
you not to
spell
hit
save?
you in the face with a shovel.
Okay, this is cool. He got a 13 minus 1, which is a 12. Her wisdom save is a 14. But with the inspiration, he rolled a 3. That's 1 good enough to pass the wisdom save. So he's about to swing at you, and he sees you look back at him like, no, I love you, Pumpkin Man. And he instead swings it down. No, I guess he can't really swing it against the hag. He just barely beat the check. So he throws the shovel down onto the ground. And he just looks at you like, go, go. And it's Sarah's turn, who is way in the woods.
Help us!
The other thing, at the bottom of the top of the round here, before it gets back to Sarah, the door at the top of the basement opens. You can see the door open, and it's blocking. All you see, Coco, is the edge of the knife come around the front of the door.
Oh no.
All right,
I'm
what are you
just
doing, Sarah?
outside insulting the witch.
Yeah, you could probably see it from there, too. Sarah, what are you doing?
I start running back.
All right, I'll let you do something if you want, because you haven't done anything in a few turns.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to try to do from... You can't get into the house, but you could see in. You can see that door start to just... The butcher guy, start to come around the door. You can see the pumpkin man is blocking most of the doorway. Or, I guess he's blocking up the stairway. And the hag is laying on the ground.
I scream at Coco to grab the ring
Mm-hmm.
and to get out of the house with the pumpkin man.
Okay, is there anything you want to do? You're allowed to just talk for a free action. You have any spells or attacks or anything you want to do? Or help somebody somehow?
Can I use Zephyr Strike and run through the door and grab the ring?
Zephyr Strike lets you move super duper fast.
Well, I run into the door and get the pumpkin man out, and leave Emmie to grab the ring.
You're going to try to pull the pumpkin man out?
You can't pull a pumpkin man.
You could try to push him out of the door if you want to. Roll an athletics check.
13
Natural
plus
1.
2. 15. I push the pumpkin
Not only
man
do you push him, he comes stumbling to the edge of the porch and just falls down. Boom.
And I'm 5 feet away from that.
And the hot brocks all wake up.
Why you?
And they look around. All
Do
right.
your music.
Hey, Hotbox, I'm your friend. Remember I played that sweet lullaby? So can you please help us?
I gotta put the butcher into the initiative for this round. Okay, Corn,
I
it's your
like-
turn.
I'm gonna try and persuade the Hotbox onto our side.
They're just.
They don't speak your language. She could only
smile.
do that because she was a hopper.
Well, do they speak Elvish? I know Elvish. Whatever.
I think Emmie can understand them.
Yeah.
You could try to put them back to sleep, or you could try to do something with the hag or the butcher who's coming around the door.
I have to do the performance.
Okay.
Hope this works. 8!
I rolled a 4 minus 1.
Wait, actually 12.
I rolled a 4 minus 1.
It worked!
Back to sleep.
No, no throwing people out of
I
doors.
start yelling.
No throwing people out of
Emmie,
doors.
no, you have to grab
Or I have
the
to play a
ring.
song.
I'm yelling, wake up, wake
The
up.
Wait,
hag.
is that a bonus action for me?
No, that's an action. You
Emmie's
still
trying
have a
to,
bonus though.
Emmie's trying to wake up the hot rocks.
For them to
It's
help
Isaiah's
me
turn.
get
Sure.
I use inspiration with Coco.
Emmie, you get to add a d6 to your next roll.
If
But
you want.
first, it's the hag's turn. She sees you push the pumpkin man out of the door, and she's coming for you now, Sarah. She stands up,
Emmie,
and she says, "Well, my skin might be green, but you smell like the pumpkin man's farts!" And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm smart not to listen to her.
6.
You take
Wait, me?
6 points of psychic damage,
Wait,
and
what?
you have
Me?
disadvantage. No, her. And you have disadvantage on your next attack.
I have 13 HP.
Okay,
Did you just use vicious mockery?
she sure did. It's one of her 3 at-will spells.
Emmy, grab
Emmie,
the
it's your turn.
Emmy, grab the ring while she's walking towards me.
She's got her hand out, pointing at her. You want to try to take the ring? Roll a sleight of hand check. That's your
Well,
dexterity.
don't
Yep.
immediately tell her if she makes it or not.
Right. You want to roll your inspiration die? You can add a D6 to
Inspiration.
that.
Roll. You must roll it.
I have 18 right now.
Okay.
Plus 1.
19.
You reach out just as she's pointing her gnarled, long fingers over at Sarah, and you swipe the ring right off of her hand, and she looks back at you. "Now, you're next." She reaches with her fingers in your direction, and actually, the butcher's supposed to go.
Snap the ring, Emmy.
He closes the door. He turns, and he sees you.
No, I put the ring on my finger and I start controlling the pumpkin man to attack them.
Remember.
No, I let him be free.
Well,
I
you
say
put the
right
ring
there.
on.
You can do whatever. No, I say you can do whatever you want. Emmy, no.
You
break
put the ring on, and you say that. Okay. Just as you do, the butcher is coming around the corner. He's got his big knife out, and he's reaching to try and cut the ring right off your finger and all. But when he does, the butler from inside the closet, now also free, pushes the door open. Boom! It smashes into the butcher. He tumbles back down the stairs.
Yes!
Run! It's time to run!
But the house is on fire too.
Yes. You see the smoke rising from the roof. You hear the hag shout, "Moochie!" as she turns around to go run for him to see if he's okay, because she does truly love him. And all of you make your break, Pumpkin Man in tow, for the woods. And about...
Wait,
What?
I think at once we get to the woods, we should look at the photograph, the magical photograph. I'm not sure if I should cast Identify or not.
You get a little ways into the woods and you think you have a little bit of breathing room. Do you pull out the photo like he wants you to? Mm-hmm. You look at it. You see fire licking across the side of the photograph as if casting light. You see the two throwing water and the hag casting a spell to try and put the fire out. And you see them fighting the fire there in the house. That's what you see them doing. After they ran from the hag's house into the woods, Sarah and Coco found their families who had been looking for them in the eastern part of the forest between the theater and Brazelwood. Corin escorted them home, along with Alton, the pumpkin man, who in his sunglasses passed for Corin's friend. Eventually, Coco, Sarah, and Alton visited Coco's Uncle Bernie for the weekend, just outside Brazelwood near Moonglade, and many hijinks ensued as the pumpkin man in his sunglasses slowly started to learn back some of his language. Corin went far and wide across the island of Lamoche, singing the tales of Auntie Meatmaker and her theater's dark secrets, and gaining fame in his own right. Auntie's theater, on the other hand, already in financial distress from the exodus of human and dwarves following Akagi's overthrow of their colonies, eventually closed down entirely, leaving Marlaine to continue on living with her butler, Scarecrow, and other constructs. Soon after the end of our story, Moochie, having learned of Alton's recovery and Marlaine's plan to continue making constructs even after the close of the theater, well, he eventually had a change of heart, left Marlaine, and traveled the land between Silver's Blessing, Conagara, and Slaver's Bay, becoming the famed Butcher of Brazelwood. And that, well, that's the legend of the Pumpkin Man, at least as it's told by Corin Legality.